Are we live?
We are now.
Okay.
Real
Here we
nice, Clark.
go.
We are now. Can you
Woo,
guys
here we
see us?
go.
Hello.
Let's
Hello.
see.
Bonnie. Hey, Bonnie. Good to see you. Can you guys see us? I see the counter, so that's good. That's always good. Hopefully you guys can see us. I know that there's going to be a delay. I still don't see us on our phone.
I see it.
So
It's
I'm
on
going
my
to refresh
phone.
that real quick. Hello, you guys. Oh, there we go. I see it. I see it. Oh, my goodness.
My
Jason.
neighbor, Amy, my neighbor, the analog cat, is praying for me about the power and the internet because I'm on the dark end of town for some reason. So let's just hope all is good, Barbara. All is good, Barbara. All is good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so, William. I
And
was not going to talk about that because I'd like to move on from that. But if you guys are curious why I'm dressed as Cousin Eddie, I had kind of a crappy afternoon. I'll just put it that way. You can go read my post over on Instagram if you're curious. But we're not going to go there because we're here to have a good show, have a good sale, be upbeat and positive, and not focus on things that we cannot control, right? Okay, so
hey,
good to
last
see you
week was
guys.
my turn. It was
Jason,
my
I'm
week.
glad that you're back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you want to talk about what happened last week?
Well, if you guys were tuned in last week to Fantastic Finds, we got about an hour and a half, maybe an hour and some change into it. And my internet provider, which is Comcast, also known as Xfinity, decided to do some kind of a update, fix something. We had a power outage. We had an internet outage. And I think they estimated 11 or 1 o'clock in the morning to be done. And literally, you and Heather were done, and 10 minutes later, the internet came back on. They fixed it. So, I mean, I probably have to assume that due to the major damage we had a week or so prior from that storm, maybe they thought it was a good time to shut things down to fix something. I don't know, but there was no hotspot that was going to help this guy out. So, guys, I have the majority of the things from last week's sale integrated into tonight because I do know that, look, as a Christmas collector, I know that I had some things last week that I think collectors are going to want for their collection. So Amy and I discussed it. Amy was nice enough to say, hey, I'll pull more rounds. We'll start a little earlier. And I'm going to bring back at least I have almost everything mixed in for this week that I couldn't show you guys last week. So I just carried it over. So hopefully if you guys wanted something last week, you're here this week to get it. So
that's why we decided to do a little bit earlier tonight to get through the hellos, the sales stuff, and then we can have a little bit of extra time to get those extra things in that Jason didn't get to show last week. So I'm hoping that we can still move through the sale quickly tonight, even though we have some extra rounds to get to tonight. So with that being said, I'm going to scroll all the way up to the top of the chat as we go. And I see Lisa is here in the chat. Hello, Lisa. Good to see you. Miss Shannon Ferrara. Hello, Shannon. Good to see you. Sharon's here with us. Hey, Sharon. There is the analog cat. Yes, fingers crossed. Ooh, fingers crossed we get through the sale tonight. Yes. Leanna, good to see you. Let's go Christmas shopping. Absolutely. Nothing makes me happier than shopping for Christmas stuff. So
I agree.
I'm with you on that, Leanna.
I agree.
Pretty Pansies. Hey, good evening to you. Miss Helen's here. Hello, Helen. And Kim. Hey, Kim. Good to see you. Kim is going to be a bid ending for us tonight. Karen and Gavin are on vacay this week, visiting some family members. So Kim is going to be filling in doing our bid ends tonight. Thank you in advance, Kim, for helping us out. Perry's with us. Good evening to you. Welcome in. I'm trying to get through these as quickly as I can get through them tonight. There's Mama Pam. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Pam.
Good to see you. Let's see. And there's Miss Judy. Ooh, grilled cheese and tomato soup. sounds really good, actually. Mark. Hey, Mark.
How are you, sir?
Good to see you in the chat, Mark. Let's see. There's Mama Linda. Hello.
Hey, Mom. Love you.
There's Miss Bonnie. Hey, Bonnie. Good to see you. Thanks for popping and saying hi tonight. Mr. William.
Hello, William.
This is true. Hello, William. Good to see you. Critter Girl's with us. Hello,
Critter
hello. Miss Brenda's here. Hey, Brenda. And Brian. Hello, hello. I'll try and go. Miss Caroline. Hello.
Caroline.
I'm trying to go as quickly as I can. Ginny. I believe I'm the Peggy said. Oh, hi. Sandy, who does estate sales, said that she ran into you and talked to you. So that's why I wanted to say, hey, I gave you a little shout out last week. But thanks for saying hi and coming on the Lurkers Lounge. We appreciate you being here. Spy Girl's here. Hello. Good to see you. Mary's with us. Hi, Joe.
Joe.
Seaglass is here. Hello. Miss Melanie. Hi, Melanie. And Chris.
Hey, Chris. Hope you're good, friend.
Kegel just popped in there at the bottom. I think I got everybody. I think. Brenda? Yeah.
Yes. Brenda bought.
Yeah. I'll just say yeah. Laura just popped in the chat.
Hi, Ryan. I hope you're lurking, friend.
Miss Bobby Earp. There's a name I haven't got to say in a long time. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. All right. I think I did officially get everybody in the chat. If I missed you, I apologize. Thank you for joining us for an extended version of Fantastic Finds tonight. So we are going to briefly go over how the sale is going to work. Since we do have some new friends in the chat tonight, welcome in. Of course, if anybody has questions as we go along, don't hesitate to ask them down in the chat. Terry V, I did see you pop in there. Good to see you, Terry. So you want to make sure you are in the best version of the chat. Stephanie Kite, too. Oh, good to see you both. Thanks for popping in. All right. So you want to be in the best version of the chat. So make sure you are in a live chat, all messages, and not top chat. And if you are in top chat, it's going to filter some of the comments out. So always check and make sure in your chat settings that you're in live chat, all messages. We do have a lag here on YouTube. We encourage you to refresh often. You can either back out of YouTube, close it out completely to refresh, or you can on your mobile devices. There's in the upper right-hand corner where my kitty icon just popped up there. On your phones or tablets, you can find the gear wheel icon up there. Hit playback speed and 2 times to refresh. If you are lagging behind at all, we are going to sound funny until you're caught up with us live again. On the computer, you can find the same settings in the lower right-hand corner. And if you are watching on your TV, I know a lot of people do that and have the chat up on their mobile devices and watch the show on their TV. There is a way to refresh on your home settings on your TV to help with the lag. We will be doing offer ups this evening. So that is auction style. We'll give you a starting price that will be pinned in the lower left-hand corner of the screen for starting bids. We will give you information for the item. We'll give you measurements and note if there's any kind of issues, if there's any chips or damage or any kind of repairs, that sort of thing. We'll show that all to you here on the screen. If you're interested in anything tonight, all you have to do is type your bids down into the chat. We will highlight them as we see them come into StreamYard. Unfortunately, there was some filtering going on last Saturday when Heather and I were live toward the end of the sale. So I hope that's not happening tonight. If for some reason we do not call out your bid as we see them come in, or I cannot I don't highlight something, maybe it's being filtered. I will try and keep an eye on my phone as well. But if for some reason neither one of us call out something, try and put it in again with an emoji. That sometimes helps push things through. Hopefully we don't have that tonight. We will do a 20-second countdown to account for the lag, but get your bids in early rather than waiting too long. Otherwise, you will come in after the bid end if you wait too long to do that. The highest bid that we see come in before the official bid end of Miss Kim, who's Desert Cal Curios here. So you want to look for Kim's happy face icon there. So the highest bid that we see come in on our end before the bid end will be the winner. We are doing just in cases. As always, all that we ask to use a just in case is that you're an active bidder. So that means you have at least one straight bid in on the current item that we are showing. Then you can use the just in case during the countdown only. So that's the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item plus the letters JIC. Type that into the chat. And if your just in case bid is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. Keep in mind that multiple just in cases that come in before the bid end do turn into regular bids. If you win an item, we do need some information from you. We need an email sent to us with your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send a PayPal invoice to. If you don't have PayPal, that is okay. You can still shop with us. Just let us know when you send all that information that you would like to check out as a guest. And when we send our invoices out, we can send a direct link to that invoice. And then you can check out with any debit, credit, Venmo, Apple Pay, or PayPal. You just kind of follow the prompts it tells you on the screen, and it's totally secure. And a lot of people use that for invoicing. So just let us know that when you send us your information. Payment is due within 24 to 48 hours of receiving our invoices, and shipping is not included with the winning bid price. That is additional. However, we both use Pirate Ship to get discounted shipping rates versus that full on retail at the post office. So we pass that right on to you guys. And that's why we need your full shipping address to calculate your shipping. Just make sure when you do check out in PayPal that you double check that your shipping information is correct, either as a guest checkout or in PayPal, because that's where we print your labels from to put on your package. That'll ensure that it gets to you and you have accurate tracking. We do have shipping available to anywhere in the US, Canada, and we can ship elsewhere. Just keep in mind those other international countries can have a little bit higher price of shipping versus Canada. I ship from Michigan. Jason ships from Pennsylvania. I will have Jason talk about that last point, and then we'll talk about invoicing this week.
If you purchase from me, I offer free pickup at my brick and mortar. I'm in Ephrata, Pennsylvania, Adamstown, Pennsylvania, about an hour and a half west of Philadelphia. So if you're coming to the region or you're going to be in town for the next Extrav, the end of September, we can hold it for you. Just let us know. We'll invoice you for the item or items. And then once that's paid for, we'll communicate in the emails on when you want to pick it up. Then we can hold it for you for a timely manner. So as always, Amy, thank you.
All right. Well, that covers about the nuts and berries. As far as invoicing goes, Jason and I have another sale. We'll probably talk about that at the end as well. But Jason and I have another Christmas sale called Holiday Hangout over on Instagram. That is tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I think we're both keeping open boxes. If you guys want to come over there and join us tomorrow night, you can add to your, if you get anything tonight, we can combine ship those things for you. And I'm going to be doing invoicing on Saturday this week. So I will just email you when your invoice rolls out on Saturday at some point. Thank you so much.
Amy touched on the open boxes for tomorrow night. Another reminder, if you guys were fortunate enough to get something from me last week before the internet went wackadoo, then you have an open box already. So I held those items. So if you purchase tonight or tomorrow night, I can combine it with last Thursday's items that sold. I have a busy weekend, so I'm hoping to get all the shipping done by Sunday, and we hope to have invoices out by Sunday afternoon. That's our goal. So this week it'll be Sunday for me for everything for the sales. So that's it. Pennsylvania, all the good stuff. Amy covered it. Thank you.
All right. I think we got it all. I did see a few more friends pop in here while we were chatting away. MJ is here with us. Hey, MJ,
Hello,
good to
MJ.
see you tonight. And Paula, good to see you as well.
Paula.
And who else did I see pop in here? Minx popped in too. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I know we're a little earlier tonight just because we have some extra rounds that Jason did not get to do last week.
Yes.
So we are trying to get all that in this week. I know because he had some awesome stuff. And Matthew, good to see you tonight. All right. Do you have anything else you want to talk about, Jason?
No, I'm locked and ready to go, Amy. Let's get this show on the road.
All right. And if you guys are just popping on and you're wondering why I'm dressed like Cousin Eddie tonight, I did post about that over on Instagram. If you want to go read that, I wasn't gonna like tell the story tonight. But yeah, I needed to lighten the mood a little bit. So Cousin Eddie had to come out to play. And I'm glad that it's not 90 degrees because I would be sweating to death in this very hat. Okay. What are we going to start with tonight? I'm going to start with, and this is a pair of items. And I will try my best to pay attention to the chat. Hopefully we don't have any filtering going on tonight. And I'm not really sure how bad the lag is going to be tonight. So this is going to be a little pairing I put together. And you're going to get them both. So first, I'll show you the base. So I have this cute little chair. Just a cute little wooden chair, probably from, I don't know, a dollhouse, something like that. And I came across a Norcrest. I'll show you the bottom. A little Norcrest Santa. And he is supposed to sit on a little bench, a little plastic bench. And there's supposed to be a little missus with him. He is not a shaker. He's just a figurine. And he needed something to sit on. So that's why I'm including the little chair. I think that it fits him pretty good. It kind of looks like Santa's little fancy chair, maybe at the dining room table. He's getting ready to pass out presents. Condition-wise for Santa, there's just maybe a couple little tiny paint scratches on him. MJ, I see you. Thank you so much. But pretty much his cold paint's really nice condition. There's not any kind of chipping or repairs to him at all. I like that he still has his Norcrest sticker still there on the bottom. A little bit of crazing going on in the glaze. That's pretty typical for mid-century. Hey. So yes, I am including the little chair. Now he doesn't like sit all the way back in the chair. So he does still sit on the edge of the chair. So once you like place him, I wouldn't try and like move the chair or anything. Or he can sit on the edge of a shelf, wherever you want to put him. He's just a good candidate. Measurement for Santa. He is 4 inches tall, and the little chair is 5 by 2.5. I was happy that I had this little chair. I don't even remember where I had this. I just kind of had it in my stash of stuff, maybe my crafting stuff, and it was just perfect for him. Okay, let's do a countdown. MJ's in there at 16. Hey, Renee. We are looking for 17 or more on the little pairing of Santa in the chair. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ho, ho, ho. Bid end.
Looks like he's in a chair like Breakfast with Santa or something.
It does kind of look like that, yeah. Sadly, I don't have a fancy dining room table to include. But I'm sure that the rest of the furniture for this was very cute. All right, there is the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. All right, MJ, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, $10 choice, Amie. $10 choice, Amie, and it's going to be choice on some quintessential Christmas golden books, okay? And these are 2 older versions of both of these. They did make these for a good long time. Heck, I even think maybe they still press some of these today, but these are both older ones. You can tell they're in very good condition. No little youngster wrote in them. The pages did yellow a little bit, as some of these 1950s ones do. So they both are in, like I said, excellent condition. Let's start with Frosty. I want to start with him. This came in 2 variations. There was like a green background or a blue background. This is your blue background. This guy here is from 1955, and it's a letter E. So if you guys aren't familiar real quick with these golden books, I don't want to ruin this one, but if you can open up the spine as far as you can, you'll see that there's a little letter on the inside there, and you correspond the number of the alphabet to the year of the copyright, and that's how you know the year of it. So if you would open this, and this would have been an A, the original first copyright, an A is your first edition.
Is it a lowercase letter, Jason?
Yes. No, it's an uppercase. It's an upper. They both of these are uppercase, and then I think they went then to lowercase to add on. I don't know. All I know is that this is a capital E in there, and the copyright on it is 5051. So this book is either from 1955 or 1956. Okay. And this is your blue version. The only thing, it looks like somebody did have their name in here and then they got rid of it. But other than that, it's in very good, clean condition. This this snowman here, they also do a plastic version of him. So if you're fortunate enough to have, like the plastic, like Roswell or the light, they pair really well together. So I saw MJ. I see you, Mark. Dixie is in at 12. And again, this is the version that we all know, the Golden Book. Again, very good condition. Graphics are great. The pages have a little bit of yellowing, which I do like. And this one is your letter E. And then right here is one of my favorite pages right there with him, with Frosty. And then you can also tell with the advertisement on the back that it is one of the older ones. So there is a little bit of yellowing here to the front. As you can see, just a little discoloration, but again, real deal, no weird smells. That's your first one. That is Frosty. Your second one is the very notable Night Before Christmas. This one is from 1959. So this one's 55 or 56. This one is 1959, and it's letter J. So again, see if I can get one of these. It's very hard to, if you watch, you can see a YouTube video that someone will show you. You just look in the spine, and that's how you know what edition it is. So, of course, this one has all the great graphics. These are fun to open up and use in your background. Santa flying there, Night Before Christmas. Here is he's running to the window to fly open and open the sash and all that good stuff. And again, it's just one of these very, very quintessential books that I think we all remember. I do love, and I know smoking is bad. I'm not condoning it, but I do love when Santa and Frosty have their pipes, which he does. And there he is exiting the chimney. So you either pick Night Before Christmas or Snowman. Let's do a countdown. We're looking for 13 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. Little yellowing on the pages. Color is fine on the front and back. This one is fine, just a little yellowing on the bottom. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for the bid end from Kim. And the Night Before Christmas is one of the ones that has a price on it for 25 cents. Frosty does not. So Frosty, Snowman, or Santa, whatever you want to say, there is our bid end. I saw Gidget in at 15. I see Mark in at 17. So Mark, friend, let me know at 17. Snowman or Frosty will do. Then we have Santa. I think I know which one Mark might be going after. If you guys don't know, Mark collects and loves the color blue. Gotcha, Mark. Thank you so much, friend. That one's coming to you. Gidget, let me know if you're interested in the Night Before Christmas at 15. If you pass, then it's going to go back to Dixie for 12, and then we'll go all the way back to MJ. So just let me know if you are interested, and that would be yours at 15. Again, this one. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Yes. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Congratulations. Yes. That is good.
I love
we're going to be quoting Chris and Eddie all night long. So it is my favorite Christmas movie after all. And my favorite Christmas character, one of them. He's right up there for sure.
Gift
all
that
right,
keeps on giving, Amy.
Huh?
I said it's the gift that keeps on giving.
It certainly is.
Up here, Clark.
I have the Jelly of the Month Club. I have a choice of brooches tonight. I have some Christmas tree brooches, and they are both rhinestone Christmas trees. I'll show them both to you, and then I'll show them to you individually. But they're just a little bit different, but very kind of mid-century style rhinestone trees. And I will start with this one. Neither one of them are marked, so there's no stamping on the back or anything like that. All right. Thank you, Leslie. So there is this one. I'm calling this one blue because this one seems to have a little bit more blue rhinestones in here. And there's no missing stones. I do try my best to look these over very carefully to make sure there's no missing rhinestones. And it is kind of goldy tone. The tree has kind of like a brushed texture to the metal. in there and on the back. So if there was a stamping, usually they're like down in the trunk or next to the clasp, and there's nothing on either one of them. They do both have safety clasps on the back. Actually, no, this one doesn't. I thought they both did. This one has like a simple C clasp on the back of this one. And nice design, very nice. They both have like a little bit of weight to them. The second one I'm going to call yellow for this one. And this one is has a little bit more yellow rhinestones in it. A bunch of different colored rhinestones, and I like that. A big old star at the top. Same kind of goldy tone with the brush texture on this one. This is the one that has a safety clasp on the back. Also no stamping. As far as size goes, the blue tree, the blue rhinestone one is just a little bit bigger than the other one. There they are next to each other. The blue one is 2 1/4 by 1 1/4, and the yellow one is 2 1/4 by 1 1/4. Okay, so that is about the size there. This one's just kind of a little bit wider and a little taller. So that is the choices. Mink's in there at 10 for choice, and let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I was excited when I found, I think it's this one, because I was like, ooh, it's an Eisenberg, and it's not. There's an Eisenberg tree that looks pretty darn close to this, but theirs is marked on the back of the trunk. So somebody did a little copycat situation. There is a bid end from Kim. Thank you, Kim. Minx, let me know if you want blue or yellow. Blue or yellow. And if Minx doesn't take both. Oh, she wants them both. All right, you got it. Trees are coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $5 choice, and this is going to be choice on postcards. And these I showed for last week. So some of these kitty cat and animal ones can be hard to find. So $5 choice. They're all your traditional size. They're 5.5 by 3.5. They don't have any major creases, but they might have just a little bit of wear to them. So $5 choice. This will be your first one. Meow, meow, little kitty cat, white kitty cat with a silver background with the holly. It says Merry Christmas. This one was used. The other 3 I have tonight in this round are not used. And you can verify this one was to Philadelphia right around Christmas time of 1909. So this will be your first choice at $5. Cute little kitty cat. I know those eyes.
I like yellow eyes too.
And again, I think this is really unique. This is actually the first time I've ever... I may have had once or twice before some cat Christmas postcards. This is the first time I've had like 2 of them to offer. So $5 choice. That'll be your first one. That'll be letter A, and that one is used. Again, I think all of these, I'm pretty sure these are all American. Here's one if you love a dog. So you have this little girl, Victorian, like early 1900s little girl. I don't think it's a St. Bernard. I'm not too sure what kind of dog it is. So I thought this was super unique. You have the cute little dog there. You have her muff. It says a Merry Christmas. And then you have these great, and I think these are poppies up here. I think they're poppies. And then you have holly, unless it's a different take on a poinsettia. It feels almost very poppy,
looks like a
poppy
to me.
So, and this one is unused. So this one is unused. And again, these are all from that, the turn of the century, like 1900s area. So this will be letter B. Thank you, Wings. I see your 10. We're looking for 11 or more. I wanted to do a round of 4. So I did have this robin. I do believe this is a robin bird on it. This one is very unique. So this one says Merry Christmas. This one is unused as well. And this one is just a little bigger. They cut this one just a little bit bigger, but it still comes within that 5.5 to about 3.5. So it almost looks like they're in front of a moon, but it's just the way they detailed it with that gold metallic. So that'll be letter C. And then rounding out letter D, we have another little kitty cat. Meow, meow. This little guy looks, Kitty
has seen some things.
He is so surprised that Santa is coming. But what I love about him is, can you guys see they gave him a little blue bow right there? And I don't know. He is very, very surprised. and it says, wishing you a Merry Christmas. And this is the textured metallic, which I think was really neat. And somebody just signed the back of it, but they never sent it. So this is going to be letter D. So we're looking for 11 or more. So this one is D. So this one is Kitty Cat. Hello, Dusty. I see Dusty in at 11. Thank you so much. So there's Dusty. So this one's letter D. This one is letter C. This one is letter B. Wanda is in at 12. Thank you so much. In case for active bidders, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. This poor guy looks like his mugshot. Like he's on America's Most Wanted. I swear I didn't drink all the milk. It wasn't me, man. I
might as well be Parmesan on that postcard.
Oh my God. So, and again, that one is D. And then we have C with the birds, B with the dog and girl, and A with this one. So it looks like with all of the just in cases, Wanda in at 14. Wanda, 14. Dusty, you'll be back up. So Wanda, at 14, you get first choice. So that's letter A. Dog is letter B. Bird is C. Other cat is D. So D. Wanda in at 14. Thank you guys so much.
Wait. Kim says wait.
Hang on. What did I miss? What did I miss? So I see Dusty in at 11, Wanda in at 12, Dusty at 13. So Wanda in
All
at
right. Do we have some filtering going on? Because I don't see anything on my phone either. Otherwise, we would have called it out. I don't see it, you guys.
See Wings at 38, just in case.
Oh my God! Yeah, Wings is on Tina's phone. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there it is. I do see it on my phone. So it is on my phone. So, but it is.
Thanks for calling that out, you guys. Like seriously, if nothing comes into StreamYard, I can't highlight it, and it's not on my phone either. Okay, Wings has had a just in case of 38.
Okay, so that means it would be Wings for 17.
Yes.
Okay. So Wings, this is going to be a long night if it's going to do it to us, Amy. So Wings, Wings at 17. So Wings at 17. Yeah, I do. I see it on my phone. It came in weird. So 17 Wings. This one's letter A. Tina even confirmed on hers. This is letter B. This is letter C. And that's letter D. Yeah, and that's weird. It's not in our StreamYard either. So
yep, it's not.
So again, Wings at 17. You get first choice. Okay, you just wanted B. Got your Wings. So I got your Wings. I better write this down. So 17 for Wings. Thank you so much.
Next up is going to be Wanda.
So Wanda, we got the two cats, and then we have the bird, and that would be at 16. So this one is letter A. The bird is C, and this cat is D. Holy
Behind that, we've got Dusty and MJ, and that was everybody in there.
All right. You want the two cats, Wanda's? They are yours. Thank you so much, Wanda. So then, Dusty, let me know if you were interested in the birds, and the birds would be...
See what it just did?
Yeah, I know. It's offering to hide in a show for a mod.
But then Dusty is passing. Yes, I will talk about that in a second. Dusty's passing, so it goes back to MJ.
Okay, so MJ at the opening bid of $5. MJ, if you want the bird, just let me know, and I will put it to the side. If you don't, we'll bring it back in the recap, and we'll send it over to you, Amy. Just let me know, okay. MJ. If you
all right, here is a reminder. Last week when we had some filtering, Karen noticed that just in cases were being held in the chat because there wasn't a space between the JIC and the number, and she had to approve them all last week. I didn't see that happening on mine because I also see moderator things being held in on my phone, and I didn't see that. So try and put a space in between and try and add an emoji. That is going to be my best advice to try going forward. Unfortunately with the filtering. So sorry, you guys. We'll just roll with it and see. Hopefully we won't have too many more issues. Okay. And thank you for calling that out. Seriously, like if we don't highlight something, I can't see it in StreamYard, I can't highlight it. And if it doesn't come up on either one of our devices, that's very difficult to be able to call out winners and just in cases and such. So appreciate you guys for helping. All right, I'm going to do my choice round of greeting cards as well. Also going to start at 5. I don't have antique postcards. I have more vintage style greeting cards. And these are all, they do a little something, something. They're either a pop-up or they're a motion card of some sort. And there's a couple that haven't been used, but most have. This first one I'm starting with, letter A, has not been used, so there's no signature on it. So this is letter A. It says, greetings, know what this Christmas wish is for. And we have a pop-out with so a little house and Santa and the reindeer. Hope the man stops at your door and leaves you more than ever before. It's a holiday humor card. These are great. So that's letter A. I'll try and go through these quickly. Letter B, I have this in my personal collection, so I have a duplicate. This is a little fold-up card, a little fold-up punch card. So you kind of fold the easel back and it pops out with the little poinsettia, and it makes like a little 3D stand for the card. This one, it has like a little greeting here on the front and the back. This one has not been used either. This is B. Stephanie and Leanna and MJ, I see you all. Thank you so much. Letter B. Letter C. This one has been used, so there's a writing on it. This one is a little mechanical snowman. He's got his little scarf and his hat going back and forth with the mechanical mechanism, and has a little bonus snowman on the inside. That's letter C. Letter D. This one is a motion card. This one has also been signed. So this one has kind of a little 3D little window where you push it up, and there'll be an image of a deer, and then you pull it down, and then there's a little image of a bear in there. There's cute little graphics on the inside and bonus on the back. That is letter D. Jenny, I see your 8. Thank you so much. Letter E is chorus. So a little snowman. This is also a pop out. So a little snowman pop out. Very cute on that one. That one's letter E. And the last one is also a pop out from the same series as a chorus. Just can't take these newfangled things. And then it pops up. And oh my God. The old time way is best. So we got Santa and the reindeer on the slide. This one is also used. So I'll go back through quickly. Melanie, I see your 10. So letter F on the pop out with the sleigh. Letter E is pop out with the snowman. So keep in mind your letters as we're doing the countdown. Winners can take one or multiples, combination, whatever. That is the switch between the deer and the bear. MJ, I see your 9. Jenny, I see your 11. We've got the mechanical snowman for letter C. We have the fold up little easel card with the poinsettia and the deer for B. That is B. And letter A is the pop out with the sleigh and the house. Okay. Kegel, I see your 12. So right now we are looking for 13 or more on choice of vintage greeting cards. You guys know I like my cards. I try and pick out some good ones and share every once in a while. All right, let's do a countdown. We're looking for 13 or more on choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hopefully you can see all the letters there.
That snowman tipping his hat is...
I know, he's pretty fabulous.
Like, I need that.
Shiny Bright, I see your 13. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Jenny, I see your just in case. Leanna, I see your just in case. There is Kim's bid end. Hey, Sandra, good to see you. All right, at the end there, if we didn't have, I'm double checking on my phone. I didn't see anything else come in there. So at the end, Jenny with a just in case of 18 over Leanna is going to get second pick at 16, or first pick, I'm sorry, at 16. So Jenny, let me know by letter which one or ones you are interested in. Second pick is going to go to Leanna. Shiny Bright, you get next pick, and then Jennifer, and then MJ. All right. So keep in mind your letters. If you had certain ones you were looking at, there's D and C, and B, A, F, and E. Okay. A, B, and E. A, B, and E. Okay. Just making sure we've got A, B, and E right there. Right. You got it. Thank you, Jenny. Appreciate it. All right. Second pick is going to go to Leanna. If there was any that are left that you were interested in, E or C, F, and D. C, F, and D. And then it will go to Shiny Bright South after that. Let's see. Oh, the lag. Leanna's going to take F. Okay, she's going to take that one. You got it. And Shiny Bright South, you are next in line. So let me know D or C on either one of those. And then behind that is going to be Cable, MJ, Melanie.
Shiny Bright's taking a pass, Amy. They're taking a pass. Shiny Bright's taking a pass. Yep.
Okay. No worries on that. And behind that was Kegel.
Yep. She's taking letter C. C, the snowman.
The snowman. Okay. You got it. Thank you. And what's left is the little motion of the bear and the deer. And that's going to go to, we're on MJ and then Melanie. And then all the way back to Stephanie. And I'll just watch the chat for that one. Thank you all so much.
All right, Amy, $24. $24, and you're getting the whole lot. You're getting 4 of these, okay? And I've been collecting Christmas for 30 plus years, and I've never seen these before. So hopefully they'll show up. So you're getting 4 of these vintage cellophane stockings, okay? So 2 of them are alike, and I'll get them close so the glare's off of them. So $24, you're going to get the whole set of 4. So hopefully you guys can see. These were stocked. These were never supposed to last. So this is cellophane, and you get 2 of them. So it's that thin plastic, and these would be fun to hang on the wall, and they have all these great designs. So you have, it says Christmas greetings, but it gets split sometimes, but it's Christmas greetings. You can see it has all the great design of these bells, the stars, some of the ornaments. It has in gold there. It has, you can see it's kind of like the pine tree branch. Look at that very mid-century 1950s style ornament. And this is, you get 2 of these, and they're in very good condition. The one here is splitting a little, and this one belonged to Barbara. So somebody put Barbara's name on that one. So this is all thin fabric here that's factory sewn. So that's all thin fabric. So these first 2 are similar, and these both measure 14 inches long. So again, I showed these in my reel last week, but they were hanging on the wall behind. So you're going to get those 2, okay? Which I think that's pretty fantastic. You're getting this third one. So this third one is larger, and you can see again, it's all that cellophane. You can hear the sound of it. Good old Barbara, you're right, Matthew. Same exact design. See if we can get up here close. Let's put my white paper behind it. I was afraid these weren't going to do justice. I'm afraid to take these to the store because I'm afraid if they sit out on the shelf, someone's going to destroy them. So that's why I wanted to offer them on a live, because I know I can ship them safely. And again, if you guys like stuff that was supposed to be thrown away, stuff to repurpose, something that's different, I think this is really fun. I would put some tissue paper in them so that they're not so transparent. So this will be the third one you're getting, and you can see this one is larger. This one is 21 inches. So that one is 21 inches. So the next one that you're getting, and you're getting all these for the 24, it's 30 inches. This is the one that you're going to put on the back of the door. Look how big this cellophane stocking is.
I've never seen one that big.
And it's in perfect condition, and it has old St. Nick himself. So can you guys see where it says Merry Christmas? And again, I don't know if these were filled with toys for the kids and they were meant to be thrown out. I'm just amazed that they lasted. There's no tears at all. So you're getting this large one, as part of the set. And this one, like I said, is coming in at 30 inches. 30 inches. And look at that. Like if you guys collect vintage Christmas, I mean, I think this would look really fun hanging on the back of your door, maybe hang it on the wall. And again, this cellophane is in it's in a very like Christmassy red. So it's a very 1950s style red. There might be
I can't believe those are still around either.
I know. These were, now you can see if I hold it up, I can see that the cellophane is a little worn right here and right here. But overall, I just think this is fantastic. I've never seen any stockings this big. So again, just to recap, 24, you're going to get all 4 of these. I think 24 is pretty good for 4 of these. This is the large one. Thank you, Joe. Joe, have you ever seen these before? I didn't get a chance. I wanted to ask you if you've ever seen
I've seen the smaller ones, but I've never seen that big giant one.
So you're going to get the big one. And again, that one measures at 31 inches. And there are 1 or 2 places where the cellophane did split a little. But again, I still think it's very displayable. You can kind of see right here, it kind of split just a little bit. So that is your 4th one you're going to get. You're going to get this one, which is your medium size one. So Amy, you've seen these before? I have never.
I've seen the first one that you showed that was small, but I've not seen one with a pattern like that.
I have never seen these like this. I mean, I guess I've seen the clear cellophane ones, but not one with the red. So you get that one. We have a lot to get through tonight, guys. So if no one's interested, I'm going to put them to the side so we can get through everything. $24, you get the 2 that are in almost perfect condition. They measure 14 inches tall. You're going to get the medium one again that measures 21 inches tall. And then the one that might have a little bit of wear, but I'm amazed it's still around, is the large one at 31 inches. So let's put them to the side. I want to get through
imagine that filled with stuff. That big one. Yeah, the smallest size that you showed, I've seen that size, but just plain red.
Gotcha.
No pattern on it. I've not seen the pattern ones. Those are very cool.
We'll recap them, gang. If anybody wants them, let me know.
Okay. My next one's going to start at 16. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you being here. All right. They used to have oranges in some of them, Joseph.
Yes, you're right, Joe. You're exactly right.
Okay.
You're exactly right.
All right. This is not a tablecloth. And it was so cute. Oh, my goodness. This is adorable. It is a vintage apron. And this is the main pattern, but it's a children's apron. Okay. I couldn't resist it. It's not for an adult because it's a full apron. All right. It's a full apron that has a little bib that goes around. It has a little snap that goes around the neck, but it is child size. Like I tried it on and it doesn't fit me. It's very small. However, I think that would be really cute if you had a hanger and you could just kind of hang it in your kitchen. If you didn't actually know somebody that could use it or wear it or bake cookies in it, that would be a cute candidate to hang up. Nikki, I see you're 16. Thank you so much. I did not launder this. There is a little bit of staining on this one little edge, kind of right in here. It's just a little like off-white right there. I don't even know if that's coming in, but I did want to note that there's a couple little, you can see the little spots that are up here. And then that little edge. I don't know how you would get the edge like that dirty, but the rest of it is very clean and no holes, but meow, meow. How cute is that fabric? And it's trimmed in red, gold, and green little rickrack trim. And it is just adorable. And I've seen other people take these and kind of like fold it in such a way and you use it as like a little valance curtain. I have seen people decorate with aprons that way too. So stinking cute. All right. I was going to give some measurements before I count it down. So the waist for this is 14 inches. Each of the ties are 18 inches long. And from the shoulder, so this part is meant to go over your neck and hang in the back like that. So from like the shoulder to the waist is 9 inches. And then the length of the skirt is 16 inches. So I saw I saw Nikki in there with a 16. Thank you so much. So we are looking for a 17 or more. Again, just that little discoloration on the one side. But I don't think that was not a deal breaker for me at all. So let's do a countdown. Looking for 17 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Somebody sweetly made this. They did a really good job at making it too.
That kitty cat doesn't look like a mugshot like the postcards. That one.
No, it doesn't. That looks like somebody who's getting ready to look totally innocent and then totally destroy that package.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me. All right, there is Nikki's just in case. There is Kim's bid end. Thank you so much, Kim. Nikki, you didn't need your just in case. It's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $35. $35. Now, I know these Christmas card list tins are popular. This one is a really good one, okay? This is going to be your starter one. It's going to display great. Somebody loved this so much that they actually did a repair to it, and it's on the corner, okay? So before we get into showing everything, I just want you guys to see somebody actually repaired it over here.
Wow.
So I'm assuming that, I mean, this was like, you know, dad out in the garage with the metal and fixing it. So I don't know if the hinge broke, but that's on the side. So if you guys know, you know, this is a very harder to find Christmas card list tin. That repair is on the side. Other than that, it's in very good vintage condition. So usually these can go for 100 or more. This is one of the designs that's pretty hard to find. So here's Santa. You can see the graphics are good. Very 1950s looking Santa. You can see where it says Christmas card list. Maybe a little bit of wear there. The top has all these fun graphics. I think these are supposed to imitate maybe like your little gift tags that hang on gifts. You have Santa here. You have like the little church. You have some holly over here. You have the candy cane and the poinsettias. This side here, you have some presents and some pine cones. Here you can see the pop rivet is in fine condition. Over here, this was the first side I showed you. You can see where it has the same exact design, and there's just that where they fixed it. There is some adhesive back here. I did not try to remove it. You guys, you got to be very careful with these tin boxes. If you scrub too hard, you'll take the paint off. So the new owner, I'm sorry, you're going to have to tackle that and clean that off. So Ryan, I see you're 35. Thank you so much. Spy Girl's in at 37. There's what the bottom looks like. I don't know if there was another tag over here, but this is the way I got it. I got this from an estate. There were no tags on it. This is the way I found it. So inside's in very good condition. There's no rusting. These aren't roached out. You know, this one isn't roached out or anything. It closes nice. You know, it's not like creased or bent. And again, a lot of folks stack these in their collections. You're not even going to notice the fix over here unless you're looking at the side of it. So from the front, I think it's the $1 million shot. And I think it's going to look really good if you have a few of these. If you don't, this is your first one. This is a good one to start with. I don't even have this one in my collection. I have the green one where Santa's marching with the deer behind him, but I don't have this one. Quick measurements on it. Oh, and this is probably from the late 50s, my belief, and it isn't signed on the bottom, so I'm not sure which company manufactured this one. It's about 5 1/4 inches wide. It measures about 3.5 inches tall, and depth-wise, it's about 3 1/4. Okay, so it's your traditional recipe tin size or Christmas card list size. So 38 or more. I'm just going to hold it here so you guys can see how great that Santa is. Like, you don't get much more Holt Howard left in mid-century kitschy Santa than that, and there are no major dents or scratches there. A little bit of wear maybe to the top, scuffs. So I see you, Analog Cat, in at 38, Spy Girl's in at 40. Yes, that's a pretty intense repair, but it allows the hinge to open and you don't see it, okay? So Jenny, I see you're 41. We're looking for 42 or more. And again, this is a harder one to add to your collection and find. So if you have an active bid in, you can use it just in case. Let's go ahead and count this down. We're looking for 42 or more on the Christmas card list 10. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 42 or more. The bid end from Kim. Thank you so much, Kim. And if you guys had an active bid in there, you can use it just in case. I see Ryan's just in case of 55. Jenny had a just in case of 47. Spy Girl had a just in case of 53. There's Kim's bid end. So Ryan, friend, coming to you for $54. Congratulations, and thank you all so much.
I think that, you know, that they took the time to repair that because they really liked it.
They
and
did.
I think, and I agree with Minx. It adds some character to it that nobody else is going to have. It took me a long time to find that one too. I also have a collection of those. It took me a long time to find that one. All right, I have a choice round at 16 for my next round, and I have these cute little caroler angels. So these are like a paper pulp ceramic kind of material from the 70s. And there are some other colorways of these out there. I just have 2 of them. And I stinking love these because I like their cute little stockinette hats. I think they're adorable, just like a little hat that you would wear, a little beanie that keep in their little headworm. And they are all hand painted, and they're made by Ardco, ARDCO, and that is their sticker there on the bottom, and they're made in Korea. And this is how you can tell like that paper pulp kind of stuff. They always have like this where they pour them into the mold, then they kind of seal off the hole where they would pour it in there with like a paper disc, and then paint over it on the bottom. Both of them are good shape, I would say. I'm not really seeing any kind of like major chipping or anything out of it. These are prone to chipping, a little, even I would say a little bit more than ceramic would be, but they are ceramic. It's just kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like a composition kind of material. So little red girl. And I thought that these looked really cute. I will have these books coming a lot later in the sale, but I always thought that these looked really cute displayed with this little book because of the colors in their little wings and hats. So little red girl, Jenny, I see you're 16. Thank you so much. So they kind of like chalkware, but chalkware is kind of has not like a smooth texture to it, not like Wallfish chalkware, like Miller Studios chalkware. They don't feel like that. And they are not super heavy like chalkware would be either. Nikki, thank you so much. So they are like, they feel like ceramic, like in your hand, and they sound like ceramic, but they are kind of like, if the paper disc wasn't here, I could kind of show you. It kind of looks like paper mache almost, but mixed with ceramic material. That's the best way that I can describe that to you. It was a big thing to make banks and figurines out of this kind of stuff in the 70s and 80s. So that's kind of that. Okay, 4 3/4 by 2.5 on both of them. So they essentially are the same style wise. They're just, you know, a different hair color and wing, and but they're both holding their little music notes, which I think is adorable. So as far as I know, there is a blue one, there is a more pink styled one, and I've also seen an orange one out there. So I think maybe there's different sets that you could get. Do they glow? I don't know, Minx. My blacklight is totally dead and I didn't charge it. So I don't know, but more than likely like this kind of green trim on this one probably does. They were big into doing the day glow paint back then too. And the paint on these, sometimes they can be cold painted, sometimes they can be fired on. I don't really see a lot of paint loss on either one of these. So I think that these were both fired on. But sometimes they can have cold paint. Let's do a countdown. Nikki's in there at 17. Thank you so much. And we're going to pick by color. Jenny was also in there, red or green. Red or green. All right, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And their hats do not come off, FYI. They cannot come off. They are glued on there, and that is factory.
Even in a blizzard, they're not going to come off.
They are definitely not going to come off. All right, Jenny, I see your just in case. Nikki, I see your just in case. There is the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. Nikki, you're 30. I did see come in after the bid end. So Jenny, you get first pick at 20. Let me know if you want red or green. You can certainly take both if you want to keep them together. Nikki, you get second pick. I think they're both cute. And yes, there are some other ones that are floating around out there, different colorways too. I'll keep an eye out for more of these. I had never run across these out in a while before.
This is the first time I've ever seen these before.
They did a lot of angel pieces. Ardco did a lot of like those candle holder angels.
Right.
And like the kissing angels, they did those too. Oh, she's going to keep them together. You got it. Thank you so much.
$16 choice. And there is some wear to these, but to try to find these older Christmas style candy tins they're almost impossible to find, at least in my world. So this will be your first one to choose. I don't know that this one is necessarily meant for Christmas, but boy, does it give all the details that it's going to fit into your Christmas display. So it does. It has all the candy or apothecary jars. As you can see, it's very, very Christmas green on the side. It has these little red flowers. So this is something that you could leave out all year round if you want to. But I thought was going to use it in my Christmas display. So it actually has, I think, different colored peppermint sticks in that little, almost like celery or spooner style. You have the typical 5 and dime style candy jars that are filled with holiday candy with different lids. And then again, it has the detail of these little red flowers, which they are very Christmas red. And then you have this yellow band that goes all the way around. So there is no major damage to this tin whatsoever. There is some sticker residue left on the back. That was on it when I purchased it. And there's no real rust to this one whatsoever. It's super clean on the inside, as you guys can see. This one here, I believe, is probably from the 1950s, okay? So this is going to be your first choice at 16, and it measures about 7.5 inches in diameter, and then from the side, it's about 2 1/4 inches tall. So trying to find these tins are really not easy. And this is the first time I've ever had this one. This one, I believe, is probably from the early 1930s. There is a little bit of wear to it, but it is these Christmas carolers. This one has the holly all the way around. You can see there is some wear here, although that's supposed to be gray. Behind there is supposed to be gray. You can see the carolers there. They have the kind of the light or the candle hanging down behind them. And there is 1 or 2 little areas where maybe there might be a slight ripple in it. But other than that, it's in superb condition. A little bit of rust right there, but nothing really major. You can see there's the patina on the background. And then you open it, and it's very, very clean here on the inside. So other than that, no. Oh, somebody wrote something on this side. It says, please return if you want. Oh, my God, this makes it worth it right here. So somebody wrote this on the inside. It says, please return if you want more cookies to, her name is Barbara, blah, 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 and she lives in Schaeferstown. It says, leave it at the back door. Oh, my God.
Oh, does that mean that if you return that tin, that it's going to come back magically with cookies in it?
I don't know, but that's what she's saying. I didn't even I opened it to look at that, but I never looked on the inside. So
that's really fun. I like that.
That's worth it right there. So $16, if anybody's interested, you could try to get a hold of Barbara. We'll leave her last name out. She lives in Schaeferstown, Pennsylvania. It says, please return if you want more cookies to blah, blah, blah. It says, leave it at the back door. So they are very deco, Joe. Very, very deco. I think that's awesome. So other than that, the dimensions on this tin measure about 8 1/4 inches in diameter, and it's about 3 inches tall. So again, these are fun to use in your background. I have a small collection of these Christmas tins, and I'm going to be honest with you, I can't add very many because you just don't find them. even with the wear, if you're lucky enough to find them, guys, pick them up, because I don't see, maybe I see the ones where they're, in the sleigh, in the snowy field, stuff like that. Maybe some,
just a plain poinsettia.
yeah, or 70s and 80s tins, but some of these early ones, this one is definitely from the 1930s, you guys, early 30s. Let me get in here and show you guys the carolers. You can see their book. I want you guys to see that some of it was unfinished, like behind her skirt, and some of that was unfinished there too. So I can't say that like all the paint's worn from there. That's sort of the way it's supposed to look. But there is wear, but you can see where they kind of have it. See when the metallic moves that they kind of overlaid it on top of the tin. So MJ, I see you're 16. So this one we're going to call Singers. This one is Singers. And in this one, you guys, if you guys collect candy jars, or if you guys have a very, retro style kitchen, this one you could leave out all year round. But I thought that one screamed Christmas. And then these are also fun. As risers, they also make great storage for your pieces. They're fun to store ephemera in, like postcards and Christmas cards in between the seasons. So this one's going to be jars or Singers. Let's go ahead and count them down. MJ at 16. We're looking for 17 or more. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I didn't even look at the other side of that lid. That was live, y'all, when I saw that.
That's so cool. I love that.
So MJ's holding it at 16, 17 or more. And again, this one we're going to call Singers. And this one is Jars. Jars or Singers. There is the bid end. Thank you so much, Kim. So MJ, let me know. Did you want Singers or Jars? And of course, you can take both. This one's probably, I would say, 40s, 50s. This one's definitely 1930s. All right, MJ, thank you so much. MJ, if you drop that off at her house, let us know if you got cookies, okay? Thank you so much. Congratulations.
That's crazy. Inquiring minds want to know if the tin will be refilled.
So cool.
Mama Pam should start that.
She should.
Probably would disagree with me. The refillable tin, the bottomless tin. That's what that would be.
With you.
Okay. This is really cool. I love these Christmas catalogs. I've not had this one before, and this one is very cool. Now, it doesn't have a printed date on it. However, based on some of the toys that are in here that I was able to look up the manufacturing date when they first released, I believe this is 1955. It's either 1955 or 1956, either one of those based on what's in here. So we have Santa's Wonderland of Toys, and it's from the Badger Paint Store in Beloit, Wisconsin. I have stayed there before. I know where that is. And this one is full color. So there's no black and white pages in here, no address label here on the box, on the back. There is, on the front here, there's just there's a little bending here at the corner. There's a tiny little tear right there, but for the most part, it is good shape. But let's look in here. I stinking love looking at these. And I'm sure some of you will probably recognize some toys that are in here as we go along. I probably won't go through the entire thing. But first we have, if he's a friend of Davy or the Lone Ranger, he'll sure want that coonskin cap or a little rocking horse to ride on. And we've got the Dragnet target game. That was one of the things that I looked up in there. Hey, Desi's Boho Flamingo, welcome in. I love this one. This was another one I looked up here. This cattle truck by Gong Bell Toys. And the actual toys look totally different than what they appear in the catalog. I looked at Jason, this guy reminded me of you. Rolling Joe. Rolling Joe. There was only one of those that I could find on the internet, that Rolling Joe, and he had his original box. He was quite expensive when I looked him up. Then we have some bicycles and some Western. We've got board games going on. We've got Cootie, of course. Dixie, I see you're 16. Thank you so much. So cool. So it tells you the prices down here at the bottom. How much was Cootie? Cootie was $2. my favorite section is coming up. So we've got the fire trucks. Look at this cool pink car. Look at that.
Oh, that's a Thunderbird. I'm here for that.
Awesome. We've got, trucks and tractors, all cool. Those Hubley toys in there. Then we get some more little play sets. So we've got kind of around the house. These were amazing. These Amsco. I found a couple of these Amsco kind of cooking sets. They did a whole bunch of them out there, and then some more little play sets for dolls and things this way. We have the whole dolly section in here with the little carriages and the dolls you could get. Very cool on these. Those are all Horseman dolls, which are very valuable dolls these days. $6.98 for the doll with the coat and the hat. Here's my favorite page, and Jason probably is going to agree with me. We've got the oilcloth, little vinyl toys for the babies. I think I have sold that Scotty dog right in the middle. And Jason, I think you sold at least one of them on this page, maybe the cat there too. We've got some musical instruments. I looked up this xylophone up here at the top and the Gene Autry cowboy guitar. How cool are those? I'm just going to skip ahead for a couple pages here. Here's some more sets and board games for different. There's a Superman game, Rin Tin Tin. Very cool. I love those. And some more art sets and things here in the back. The globe. I think that's probably an Ohio art globe that we see. Misty collects the little bank ones there at the top. And the last page here has science kits here on the back side. And I left some pages. Alone. I didn't show, so it can be a little surprise when you look for it. I just love these. I don't know if anybody else geeks out about, going back in time and looking at these catalogs. They just make me happy to look at. And I didn't even grow up in this time period, but I think they're cool. All right, there is, let's see, Karen Williams. I see you're 18. And Desi, I see you're 20. Thank you so much. MJ, I also saw you in there. And Dixie, I saw you all with your bids. Thank you so much. High bids at 20. So we are looking for 21 or more. Let's do the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. There's no writing in here. Oh my gosh. I just saw this. This little tin litho hutch with the tiny little canister set. I just saw that last weekend. How much was that? $5.98. So fun. Okay. And I believe, again, from 1955 or 1956, based on some of the things I looked up in there, but no printed date on it. Dixie, I see her just in case. And there's Kim's bid end. So it looks like Dixie's going to be my winner at 22. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed looking at that. It's very fun.
$22, Amy. $22. And this is the first time I've ever found one of these. The fringe and the one little piece of string is going to need to be glued. Okay. I didn't glue it because I figured if I did, it would probably undo itself in shipping. So $22. I think this is a really fun set. It is the rubber. So you have that rubber deer that you can find variations of. And then you have Santa in the sleigh. The sleigh is stamped Japan. I was trying to see on the deer here if, he's marked Japan on his belly as well. So again, this is a fun little set here. It is that. Oh my God, it's a squeak.
Oh, it squeaks.
Oh my God, y'all, I have been so busy that for me to actually go over everything before I offer it, it's like a surprise to me. So this is a Santa squeak at $22.
That's amazing.
You can see Santa is in very good condition. The fringe is still attached in the front. This part here, you're going to have to reattach to the back of Santa, okay? And the string is a little disintegrated. But other than that, it's in super condition. The deer, let's hold it like this. The deer has the adjustable head, so you can move the deer wherever you want. Some of it does fluoresce under black light, like the ribbon part here on the presents. Santa has a little teddy bear. He's really happy. I did my best to clean it, but they actually aged it like that in the front. That's part of the way they painted it. They kind of gave it that gold detail on it. So that's not dirt. That's gold paint, you know, from the factory. You can almost see right there, it's stamped Japan there on the bottom. And again, some of that gold, you know, got sprayed over the bottom, but it is that squeaker style material. The deer does still have its original bell. And then let me show you from the back here. The color on it, like I said, is superb. The fringe, though, you're going to have to reattach it. So there's the back of Santa in the sleigh. You can see sort of the string that they used as his rein did come undone. You might want to just add a new one or glue that when you get it. Like I said, I figured in trying to ship it, even if I used like Elmer's glue, it was going to come undone. So I see MJ in at 22. Jenny's in at 24. I got Leah in at 26. So we're looking for 27 or more, okay? The deer, and we'll hold it like this, the deer measures 6 inches tall. So it is a little deceiving. It is one of the medium-sized ones. So it's 6 inches tall by 3.5 inches wide. Santa is 4 inches tall and 5 inches wide. So let's go ahead and count it down. It is the Japan, not the Hong Kong, and Santa is a squeak. I didn't even know it. So we're looking for 27 or more just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, reindeer's head is adjustable. All antlers are intact. I see your just in case. Thank you so much of 30. Jenny had a just in case of 42. MJ had a just in case of 36. And I didn't even know it was a squeak. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much, Kim. So MJ, you get it for 43, friend, right on top of Jenny. So MJ, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
MJ got that bid right in the nick of time.
Right in there.
Right there. All right. 24 start for my next round. And I believe this guy's made by Delta Novelty. So he has a knee hugger elf head, not handmade. I have seen these in other colorways out there. So I do think that this is Delta Novelty. And so it is like a soft vinyl little pixie head. And very similar, there is a knee hugger that has the same exact head out there. And then he has a little felt hat, and then there is an ornaments hanger. So it still has a little string attached. There's a little fading to the green felt. That is pretty typical for these. A lot of times that green is not bright green as it was when manufactured. And it's on a hard plastic bell for the Bates. HCH Retro. Welcome in. That's a new name. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. See, you're 24. Thanks so much. And he has a little felt. What is this called? A scarf.
Yep.
And his little buttons are chenille stem. Along with the little end of his hat is a chenille stem. And then his little felt mittens on there. There's no clacker or anything inside of the bell. As far as I know, they didn't come with one of those on the inside. There's no Japan sticker, but definitely made in Japan. Usually those would be attached with a little paper thing up here on the hanger, but there are other colorways of these. I have seen red ones. I've also seen gold base bells, probably came as a set originally, would be my guess. But overall, I think he's very nice condition. And that is about how big. So probably around the size that this knee hugger would be with the same head on it. It measures 5 inches tall and about 3 1/4 inches at the widest part of the bell at the base. All right, Jenny, I see you at 26. MJ was in there in HCH. I see you all. So we are looking for 27 or more. Let's do a countdown on Pixie Friend. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So you can just sit him or you can hang him.
Amy, you
He
gotta
is
try
a
to
cool
make,
goober. He is Minx.
you gotta try to make some of these. I think
I
your
know. I thought
spin,
about that. I
your
know.
spin would be pretty
I
good
was
on it.
like, but I would have to find. Well, there's Pixie Light covers.
Well, yeah.
But like, if I found a knee hugger that wasn't in the best of shape,
Yeah.
then I could always rescue his head.
The
But
Santa,
yes,
the
I thought
Santa
about that too.
faces.
I was thinking like that. Okay. There is the bid end from Kim. Oh, Miss Bobby, your 32 came in after the bid end, right there at the end. I saw HCH and MJ, but Jenny had the highest just in case over MJ. So Jenny's going to be the winner at 32. Thank you so much.
$8 choice. $8 choice. And these hook boxes have become some very popular advertising. They're all in very good vintage condition. They do have some hooks in it. I don't know if they're complete, okay? But your first one, letter A, is going to be your double glow. So this is pretty notorious. The advertising, you've seen the same style that they've used on some of their other pieces, whether it be the ribbon or the angel hair, stuff like that. Yeah, the tinsel. So this is fun to add to that collection. Or these are fun to use as advertising and with your Christmas pieces. So this one was recommended by the Better Home. What was it? The guaranteed by Good Housekeeping. So this is going to be your first one, letter A, the double glow. It is double-sided, so that is on both sides. You can see it has these stars. Top's in very good condition, so is the bottom, and there are some hooks in it. So this is probably best described as the same size as like a deck of cards. So it's about 3.5 by about 2.5. So $8. This will be your first choice. You can see, and I do believe that's from the 1950s, your double glow. So that one's A. I have two of these from the National Tinsel Manufacturing Company, but this is the smaller box that I'm showing you first. So this one is really, really fun. It has the deer jumping over the tree. Again, these graphics are kind of also known from their tinsel boxes or their angel hair boxes and things like that. So this one would have had 75 hooks in it. So this one is the smallest box out of the 4 that I'm offering. This one comes in at 2.5 by 3. So that's your front side. There's your back side. Here's what the top looks like. And it says that these are your miniature hooks. And then this says National Tinsel Manufacturing Company or manufacturing company. So there's all of the sides. So Analog Cat's the first one in at 8. Dusty is the second one in at 8. So this one is going to be letter B. Okay. Letter C, these are more 50s, 60s. This is the Frankie Company. This one was 10 cents. You apparently got 125 hooks in there. This is the card size as well at 3.5 by 2.5. So sometimes these got written on, they were discolored. These are in really, really good condition. So this one's going to be letter C. So there you can see. So it's a Frankie Company. They also made other accessories for Christmas trees, like I had just mentioned, from the angel hair to the tinsel. And then this one is your larger one. So this one is going to be letter D. So here's the first one I showed you. You can see the size difference because that was your miniature hooks. That one was letter B. This one is going to be letter D. And there's just a few in there. There's far from 75 in there. So again, same exact company. That one said that you were getting 75 of them. I do love the old school plain style school font that they used. They didn't get too thrills and chills. So there that one is. So this one is the same size. So 3 of the boxes are 3.5 by 2.5. And that smaller one I showed you was 2.5 by 3. So we'll go in reverse and then we'll count them down. So this one is going to be letter D. Okay, that one. Ryan, I see your 9. This one is going to be letter C. So I would say that 3 of them are older. This one hinges into the 60s. This one is letter B. So that's your smaller one. And folks really collect this one because it kind of looks like a gazelle, but it is a reindeer jumping through the pine tree there. So I see the Analog Cat back at 12. So we're looking for 13 or more. And this one's letter A. So A, B, C, and D. Let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Joe. I agree. Spy Girl, I see your 13. So we're looking for 14 or more. A, B, C, and D. Again, I think these cross over a lot of different decors. There's our bid end. So it looks like Ryan, I saw 13, Analog Cat just in case of 15, Dusty had a just in case of 18. So Dusty at 16. Dusty, you get first choice. And then we'll go back to the Analog Cat. So A, B, C, and D, Dusty. And again, you can pick one, a variation. You can take all 4 if you'd like. And then Analog Cat will be back up. And then Spy Girl, and then Ryan. So A, B, C, and D. So I got you, Dusty, for A and B. Thank you so much, Dusty. So Analog Cat at 15, were you interested in C or D? C or D? Now I'm the eye doctor again. C or D?
1 or 2.
D or C. And then whoever's back up, it's going to be Spy Girl.
Oh, yeah.
Spy Girl at 13. So Analog
And
Cat
then
at
Ryan.
15. So this one's C and D. C and D. So I got you for C. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So that was 15.
And Leanne is going to be your next up.
Okay. So Spy Girl, let me know if you wanted the last one. This was the larger one, 13. And if you pass it, it's going to go back to
Ryan will be next.
So Spy Girl, Spy Girl, let me know if you were interested. All right, that's yours. Thank you so much at 13. Congratulations.
Congratulations. All right. Since it is nearly 9 o'clock, usually I don't remember until we're after 9 o'clock, but we're a couple minutes early today. So now is your refresh reminder at the top of the hour. Ding, ding, ding. If you haven't refreshed yet, make sure and do that. Exit out of YouTube to refresh, or you can do the gear wheel icon on your mobile devices, upper right-hand corner, playback speed 2 times, lower right-hand corner for the computer, refresh on your home screen, on your TV. Make sure and refresh. The lag is pretty bad. I haven't timed it yet. I will pay more attention to that. When I do my next countdown, I'll let you know how bad it is on my end. But yeah, don't wait too long to put your bids in there, you guys. Okay. I have a $30 start for my next round, and I have a little blow mold. This guy, I don't come across these not as often as I used to. I still come across the Empire Santas more frequently than I do the snowmen. And there's 2 different colorways of this guy. And there's one with more of like neon pink, yellow, green kind of paint. But I like this guy. I like this one with the traditional kind of Christmas red, green, and a little bit of yellow for his earmuffs. And this is made by Empire. And I don't know if we're going to get that to focus, but it is Empire 1968 stamped here on the back. Overall, really nice condition on him. There's not any kind of cracking. I did not try and get that marking on the bottom. I'm not sure what that is, but that should come off with a magic eraser. But it does have a very nice long light cord with it, which has the toggle. So I appreciate these, and there he is lit up. So he's nice and glowy, although you can't really tell with my 8 lights that are on up here, but he does have a nice glow to him. And I have just put a brand new bulb in this light cord, so it should last a really long time. And the length of the cord is super long. Sometimes with these cords, with the original cords, they are short and you can't put them in very many places. But this one is nice and long. And the toggle is nice and good. I will show you the bottom of the cord as well. There is the bottom of the cord, and it does have a little thing for a fuse in there. So nice cord, nice good condition. Bobby, I see your 30. Thank you so much. These these, I don't know what's with the snowmen that they're a little bit harder to find. He is a 13, a little over 13 inches tall. So he would be considered a tabletop blow mold. These are ones that you want to keep indoors. You don't want to put these guys outside. You can, but I would suggest keeping these inside. That will just make sure that your paint stays nice and vibrant and doesn't get weathered at all. And I think this one is less common than the neon painted one. If I see them, I see that one over this guy. He's just a happy guy. All right, let's do a countdown. Pamela, I see you're 40. Good evening. Thanks for joining us, Pamela. I see you're 40. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 41 or more. Again, a little over 13 inches tall for the Empire 1968 snowman. Let's do a countdown, and I will pay attention this time and let you know the lag. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Didn't they make a larger version of this too? Like that? I thought so. Big brother, little brother.
All right. I got 14 seconds lag. 14 seconds, between 13 and 14 seconds. So if that tells you anything, don't wait to put in anything. All right. So at the end there, Pamela did use it just in case, but she did not need it. So Miss Pamela, he's coming to you. Thank you so much. And thank you, Kim, for that bid end.
All right, Amy, $65. $65, and I'm letting this guy go. He is a rubber-faced Santa. He's in very good condition. He is made by the Lovable Toy Company, and you don't see a lot of Lovable Toy Company rubber faces around that often. So his body, or should I say his coat and pants, they're made of like a corduroy. He has the realistic hands, which I kind of love the cute creep factor about it. The paint on his face is in remarkable condition. His beard is in very good condition, to the point where this one is still even sewn and attached. There's just a little loop of where at the factory they attached it, so it's still attached right there. So he has blue eyes. He has his original little pom-pom here on the top. And then this is one of the ones where if you lost the belt, you would not have Santa's like the fringe or I guess the coattail. You would not have his coattail because it's sewn into the vinyl belt. So super clean, no rips, no tears. You can see nice crisp belt here. And again, here, part of the bottom of the jacket, like I said, is sewn into the belt. So he has these hard rubber shoes. So this is really, really nice to stand on. He will stand with the way the rubber boots are. He's sort of weighted, so he will stand on his own in a display. This one I do like because the way the arms are molded, if you get maybe a Merry Christmas sign or something, this is one of the ones that you could turn into like your Santa store display. Oh, yeah. You could tuck in maybe, you know, a fun Merry Christmas sign in there.
Jason, do you see Joe's question? He wants to know.
Joe, is he the size of yes, Joe, he's actually the same exact size. He's the same exact one. Last year, from an estate, I purchased 2 of them. And I believe that they belonged to both of the children. And I sold one. And Joe, you got the one. I kept this one. But we've decided that we're moving our Santas around a little bit because we're still decorated for Christmas. We're moving them around. So we thought we would see if somebody wanted to add him to their collection. So he stayed with us for a holiday season, and now we're going to pass him on. But Joe, he's identical to the one that you purchased. So again, let me just show you guys. I see Dusty at 66. Judy's in at 68. So we're looking for 69 or more. You can see how clean the stitching is. Honest to God, you guys, these 2, the one I sold to Joe and this one, they are like brand new. They are pristine, clean, and crispy. There's no real patina anywhere. Jenny, I see you're 69, so we're looking for 70 or more. I would say, if anything, this lovable toy, some of the ermine or the fur is a little stiffer. It's a little stiffer than maybe we're used to for some of the other rubber ones. But again, he's standing there right now on his own. Look, Amy, no hands. He's all by himself. So he does stand on his own.
He's so clean.
He is. Honestly, and like I said, the estate that they came from, the two, they were they belonged to the children. Each child had one. And I guess they had them for a season or so in the 1950s. And then Mama stored them and then they became available. So again, he is made by Lovable Toy, rubber face, rubber hands, rubber boots here. No real condition issues, belts in superb condition, no funky smells, no weirdness. And he has his collar that he's supposed to, and he has the bottom to the coat, because a lot of times if you're able to find this version and his belt's missing, you're not going to have the full bottom of the coat. You may not have the collar either. And he's 21 inches tall, if I didn't mention it. So we're looking for $70 or more. Active bidders can use it just in case. So let's go ahead and count him down. Jenny's holding it at 69. We're looking for 70. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid and ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho,
I think his face is phenomenal. The paint, the coloring, like honest to Pete, he looks brand new. No flaws, no issues. Jenny, I see you're 88. Joe, I see you're 82. I see Dusty's just in case of 87 right before that bid end. So with all the just in cases, it looks like it's going to Jenny for $88. Thank you all for the bids. Congratulations, Jenny. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, there are some numbers that YouTube doesn't like. That's one of them, Jenny. Usually that one will be held for review. Yeah. I believe 88, maybe not 88. I don't remember. It's all like double numbers. I feel like I remember that sometimes they hold those back. Kim had to approve a couple bids in there. So just try and add emojis in to your bids. I haven't seen any more filtering going on, but if a comment is held for a moderator or myself to approve it, sometimes it's something that YouTube doesn't like. Okay, I'm just letting you know that. All right, my next round is going to start at 40. I have a bigger pixie, ceramic pixie for tonight. I love these. These are some of my favorite bigger pixies. I just love how like their faces are molded. Now this guy does have some paint scratching going on with him. And there are lots of different colorways and there's several different poses of these guys out there. There's 2 manufacturers that made this specific mold. That did happen in the mid-century pretty often, that companies either discontinued or they sold it to another company to produce. So the 2 companies that produced this particular style molded pixie, and they painted them the same way as well, is Brins and Norlands. And this guy is Norlands, and I can tell that by the way that the number stamping is on the bottom. Usually they would have a foil sticker here on the bottom, and I have sold this guy in a pink colorway before with the same numbering on the bottom. Miss Bobby, I see you're 40. Thank you so much. The ones by Brins would not have this numbering on the bottom. That is how I know that. But yeah, there's some like lounging pixies. There's ones on the log like this. And then there's some ones that are sitting kind of crisscross applesauce. But they're all brightly colored and painted. So they're airbrushed cold paint. So everything on here, every color that you're seeing except for the white is going to be cold painted. So applied to the piece after it's been fired. So there is some paint scratching going on in a few places. There is like a little, it seems like it's glazed right there, a little flaw maybe on the ear, but there are some paint scratch areas in a few spots, but I don't think it's terrible condition. Most of it, like there's like areas like that are on the legs and the tips of the shoes, and they all have this little heart that's kind of molded into their suit. Oh, so cute. And then there is this sticker residue here on the back. This was how I purchased it. I did not want to try and remove that. I do not suggest that you do either, because if you get this wet or scratch it, it will remove the paint. So I left that as I found it. That was not like a store tag or anything. That was just how I found it. The store tag was not there on the back. There's no like chipping. It is just kind of some paint wear. on there that I am seeing. Okay, so that's pretty much his condition. He's just darn cute. Measurement for him, he is 6 3/4 by 4 1/4 by 3. All right, Bobby Earp's holding it at 40, so we're looking for 41 or more on big old Pixie, made by Norlands, Japan. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Like New Orleans, like it's New Orleans. I say New Orleans, like New Orleans, like Louisiana, but without the, it's condensed. I'll type it in the chat. And I'll type it in the chat mix. All right. Let's see. Let me get caught up on the chat. Nikki and Aaron, I saw you come in there both. Bobby's got a just in case of 75. Nikki has a just in case of 47. Aaron got back in there with a 49. There is Kim's bid end. Thank you so much. But Miss Bobby Earp has the highest just in case. And Bobby is going to win it for $50 over Aaron's straight bid of 49. Congratulations. Thank you so very much. Bobby, I haven't sent you Happy Mail in a long time. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $30. $30 if anybody is interested. It's been a while since I've had one of these large stockinette, pixie, gnome, whatever you want to call it, knee huggers. It's in very good condition. I will say the head is a little loose, but I like that so that you can move it around. The face is stockinette, and then the body is this felt body in super good condition. This you could also use for other holidays. I love the way the collar is with the cape. So maybe you even see Little Red Riding Hood. Maybe you want to use this in your Valentine's Day display, but it's a super big, made in Japan. He has his little butt tag right there, made in Japan. You can see how clean, not even any real fading. The under part here, look, that's like a suede. No, I'm sorry, that's like a satin. So it's so well detailed. That's a satin and that's green and that's not even faded. Now the head is loose. You're gonna have to, guys. This is where Halloween comes out. Jenny, you'll have to glue the head on. That's what's underneath, okay? But it slides right back up in there.
That's really easy to fix.
Very easy. And again, I didn't do anything to it for shipping. So you'll just want to put a dab of glue on that dowel rod and then adjust the head wherever you want it. But other than that, it's in superb, clean condition. So maybe a little bit of wear right here in the corner. Again, remember, guys, this is the stockinette. So this is like a pantyhose style. The fact that this is not completely disintegrated, plus the eyes. Look how sweet those eyes are. Hand painted on that.
I love those big pixies like that.
And little nose. There's 1 or 2 spots of glue, which I think is factory. Okay. And then they have a little tassel here on the top. And then the only other thing, and you could trim this if you want, I left it because I didn't know if somebody had like little flowers in here. So they have a little bit of extra string. So I just tucked that around the hands, and you can do what you want with it. The legs do fully extend, so you can have long pixie friend if you want to go ahead and let the legs dangle down if you want. I don't like when people do that. That creeps me out. The pixies like that. It reminds me of frog legs almost. And I like the legs up in. And once you tuck those legs up in, the pixie does sit on its own. I measured it the way it was sitting. It's 11 inches tall with the legs tucked in. So with the legs tucked in, you're at 11 inches. It's probably 24 inches with the legs hanging down. So other than that, you are going to have to glue the head on, but I left it the way it was for shipping. So if you wanted it to be tilted off to the side, the new owner can do it. You want it straight on, you can. And then you just want to adjust the collar. You want to adjust the collar on her a little bit, her or him, and then you can see.
Kind of looks like Red Riding Hood pixie.
I know. I kind of said that too. And then you can see here, the ribbon is still tied into a little bow. So you have to zhuzh the bow up. But again, I'm letting the new owner do that. And again, look at the underside of this cape here, or the collar part. It's that gorgeous green and it's satin under there. So this was like a high quality, almost Kamar style pixie. So Again, just note you'll have to glue the head on. Other than that, it's in very good condition, probably from the 50s, I would say. So let's count it down. Jenny's holding it at 30. We're looking for 31 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18. It does. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You're exactly right. It does look like a Herman Pecker. That's exactly what I was thinking. And again, has the big made in Japan sticker on the back. Real deal, but a little dollop of glue or hot glue, whatever you want to do. Adjust the collar on him or her, and you are good to go. So Jenny, friend, thank you so much. Coming to you for 30. Congratulations.
We haven't seen a good Herman Pecker hang tag in a good long time. The hang tags are weird for Herman Pecker. It has like a parrot on it, which I guess makes sense, but they're strange. I haven't seen one in a long time. All right, I have one handmade item tonight. One handmade item. And I had to bring a little spice tin tonight. And I had this awesome bigger spun cotton snowman goober. And he had a little damage to the back of his hat, but I thought he still had some life left to him. So he said he wanted to live on this bright red Watkins tin, and I obliged. And he has like that bumpy, snowy chenille for his body. And I absolutely love these kind of spun cottons. Now, he would have been like a larger package tie. So everything on here is vintage, every little bit, and really cool vintage bottle brush tree. It has some kind of like metal, I don't know, little bits for the top of the tree in there. And I've also added some mica flake glitter. That is the only kind of new thing. So this was not old mica glitter snow. It is newer produced for that. And teeny tiny, the ittiest bittiest. Jason finally found me the teeny tiniest little red ones. I have been using them very sparingly to not run out. And then the next size up on there as well. He came holding this little candy cane. That is his original little bow tucked in there. He's got the berry nose poking out. And then there's a spun satin ball here on the back, trimmed in red tinsel. I have signed this one here on the bottom so as to not disrupt the cool tin graphics. And yes, the mustard is in here. So this does have a little bit of weight to it, which sometimes I prefer that, so they're not top heavy and want to topple over. So there he is, Mr. Snowman. He is 5 1/4 inches tall and about 2 3/4. Anything that is a little bit wider hanging off. That's where I get the measurement from. So MJ, I see he is kind of angry. I think it's his eyebrows. I think that's what it is. A little bit. I love it. MJ, I see. Thank you so much. No, I did not take him out of his original packaging. I did not. He was loose. He was loose when I actually got him in a bag with some other little goober things, the smaller ones that I normally put on the bells. And he was in there with some smaller ones. So no, he was not in his original packaging. Let's do a countdown. We're looking for 25 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I forgot to show you his hat. So there was a chunk of his hat missing in the back. So I added some stiffened black felt on there to finish off his hat brim. You can't really even see it from the front, but I had to fix his little hat. MJ, I see you just in case. There's Kim's bid end. Oh, Bobby, you came in after the bid end. Maybe he did get some mustard up his nose. That's an unfortunate thing, Karen. All right, MJ, you didn't need your just in case. It's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $28. $28. And these are a little harder to find shakers, okay? So these are in very good condition. If you guys love the fur of the 1950s and 60s that they put on the ceramic kitsch, they didn't do it to a lot of shakers. And this is a really fun set. This is the first time that I've ever had them with their label. I truly thought they were made by Napco years ago. These are made by Enesco. So, and they could be in a guidebook somewhere. I always thought they were made by the Napco company, but these are Enesco, and this is a set of salt and pepper shakers. They're in very good condition. Their fur is in very good condition. So both of these stoppers are there. One does have the Enesco sticker. They measure about 3.5 inches tall. So let me show you him. These Santas have such sweet and soft faces.
I love these. I've always loved these.
Kind of closed and very jolly. These are super kitschy, and I'm going to tell you guys, I don't find them that often, and they're hard to find that they're in this good of clean condition with the original fur. So he is your 3-hole. I love the fact that they use some gold detail, and again, you can see the way they cold painted those faces. They're very soft, you know, with even the cheeks and the nose, the rosiness, and they have the emerald green gloves. And he's kind of tilted a little bit, kind of holly jolly smiling at you. And then here's what the back looks like. And you can see there is no paint wear whatsoever. We didn't touch these up or do anything to them. So that's your first mold. That was your 3-hole Santa. And he is the one with the Enesco sticker and the original stopper. So then this little guy here, he always reminded me of this is what these reminded me of. So he has his hands kind of over his ears, and this guy here I always thought was singing. I always felt like he was like singing Jingle Bells, and this guy was like, this Santa was like, God, please, would you just stop singing already? So that's not a bell in his hand. That's his little pom-pom, you know, to the top of his Santa hat in gold. He is your 2-hole. And again, his face is so sweet. They're kind of getting blown out. The faces, of course, are very flesh tone. And again, the eyes are very sweet and endearing, you know, with their kind of eyes are closed or squinting almost. Cute little mouth. And then again, the fur is in very good condition. You guys are right. Bobby, I see you're 28. You can see the original plastic stopper, and then the cold paint on the back of this one is superb as well. And these are a very unique red. I don't want to say they're very Christmassy red, but when you put them next to the very red of like some of the Napco pieces, these really stand out. These are just like, I wish they would have done more in this series, because if they did, I would have collected it. It's just a really fun sculpt. So let's go ahead and count them down. They are salt and pepper shakers made by Enesco, looking for 29 or more. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, no chips or cracks, no touch up. Little emerald green, furs in really good condition. They have their stoppers. Oh, I see MJ in with a 29. I see a just in case from Bobby. Thank you guys so much. There is our bid end. Kim, again, thank you so much. So Bobby, these are yours for $30. And it's been a long, long time since I got to send you some happy mail. So thank you so much.
I was just thinking the other day, has it been 2 years or getting closer to 3 years since the pop-up?
Oh gosh, it'll be 3 years. No, it'll be 2 years. It'll be 2 years. Yep, 2 years.
That's crazy. It doesn't seem like that was that long ago, but it really was. It really was. Okay. And hey, I want to say, since I do have some channel members here, if you didn't see my post a couple days ago, there is a post for my channel members over on my post tab. If you would go check that out. Next week, you guys have your quarterly members only live sale next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I need some more ideas for some items that you'd like me to bring. So if you want to comment on that, let me know some things. I have some things pulled already, but let me know that if you want to comment on that post. All right. My next round is going to start at 45. And I'm going to start with the bottom. 1958 Holt Howard. I have never had these. Never had these before. And these are getting increasingly, all these candle huggers are getting increasingly harder to find without repairs to them. And I have the Holt Howard mice in the little holly berries. And these are candle huggers. And I've never run across a set of these in good condition. I never have. There's no repairs. Usually it is the issue with the little band that goes around the candle. Usually I display these on lucite candles. I'm fresh out of lucite candles. So we're just going to look at them tonight. There's a little wax residue on the inside of this one. Looks like they had them on green candles. There's just a couple little paint spots missing. But no repairs or major damage to either one of them. The cutest ever little mice. Oh my goodness. And if you really want to be fancy at your Christmas party, you can have like the ultimate ring to wear during cocktail hour if you really want to. I don't know. I wouldn't chance that. But they do fit me as a ring. So that is the one. Really, the paint on him is pretty good. And I don't know if that's coming across, but the mice are speckled. So they have little kind of gold speckles on them. They also kind of have the angry eyebrows going on a little bit. He is hoarding the one berry there. I guess like on this leaf is kind of the worst spot for a paint wear on this one. They both have the Holt Howard foil sticker on the bottom, which is always good to see. Here is mouse number 2. You can see his speckling a little bit better. He's not as angry there, and he is holding on to the little berries there. I think maybe right in there, I don't know if that is where paint got skipped, or maybe that is a little paint scratch. I'm not sure. It looks like manufacturing to me. Maybe the paint didn't quite take there, but no repairs to the candle ring on this one. Just some crazing, really some crazing on the glaze for these. And Jason, I know you have a set of these, don't you?
Yes, and don't they go with the Santa that's pointing up at them? Isn't it? It's the Santas.
I believe so. I believe so.
Yep.
I've also seen these with the holly. There's like candle holders that are just holly and berry. I've seen those with these as well. But oh, so stinking cute for these. And measurement for the mice. They are 2.5 by 2. 2.5 by 2.
You know what? These are great. They're not only the ring, but they sit as figurines. So if you don't want to use them as
I was just going to get my board out. Yeah, if you don't want to put them on candles,
they sit as
don't have to be on candles, and they can just sit and be cute little mice. If it were me, I would stick a little bottle brush tree kind of in the back of the little candle ring there and have a little kind of bottle brush tree sticking out of the back. That would be what I would do for them. But
usually these are always broke every time I
bring those back for the recap. Oh,
you got Caroline
in there. Okay. All right, Caroline, let's do a countdown. We're looking for 46 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. You are right on that, Joe. You are right on that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Caroline is here just in case. Thank you so much. Caroline, do you have lucite candles? These look great on lucite candles, especially like the silver kind of flake or glitter ones. And none of the candle huggers fit on the lucite, but if you get some of those clear hair bands, the little tiny ones, and just wrap it around, and then these have something to grip onto and sit, that is how you can put them on lucite. Yeah, I'm just letting you know that. Usually I have something to demonstrate with, but I'm fresh out of lucite candles. I haven't seen a pair in a really long time.
$30, Amy, and you're going to get the set of 6, okay? You're going to get the set of 6 of these. They made more of these characters, and this is going to be something different for me, although I think this is pretty kitschy. So these were from 1977. You can use them as ornaments, or you can use them as figurines, okay? So these are some Looney Tunes in the first one, and you're getting the whole set. These came together, and they have more of the characters. So you can add to this if you want to. And each one of these measures about 3 inches, okay? Give or take a little, roughly about 3 inches. So, and they do have their box. Some of the boxes do have wear, but they do, like, some of like the little flap there is missing, but they do come with their original boxes. And the best part is these are made in Japan. Okay. Made in Japan. And then each one of them has their original sticker on the bottom. So it says this one's your Bugs Bunny, of course, you know, from the Warner Brothers Incorporated, and it's from 1977. So if you don't want to use them as ornaments, you can take this little original. If you want to, you could take that off, and then all you have is the little metal hook there, and then these become figurines. So you don't have to use them as ornaments. So you get all 6 for $30. So here's Bugs Bunny. He's in really, really good condition. I know, William. So there he is. Cold paint, very good. Pink in the ears. There's the wascally little wabbit right there holding his candle, and they do stand on their own. There is the back side of him. So you get him. You're going to get the one, the only Daffy Duck. So Daffy Duck comes along. I haven't seen these in such a long time.
I've never seen these before.
These are this same company did a Disney version. So you can get some Disney characters from the same company. So here's a little Daffy Duck. He's in cold paint as well. Really, really good. He's holding his little stocking with presents. And then here you get his box. So again, he's going to come in his box. So, but there's some wear to it. So you get little Daffy Duck. You're going to get the one, the only Elmer Fudd, which he's sort of the arch nemesis. Doesn't him and Bugs kind of get at each other? So you got Mr. Elmer Fudd. And he's wearing the little Santa cap. And again, these are all from 1977. Maybe just a little bit of paint wear right there. But if you wanted to use these as figurines, I think they also did a Snoopy collection, the same company. So there's Mr. Elmer Fudd. So again, these look so cute together with their original boxes. And again, I'm not breaking them up. You're getting a set of 6. I don't know. I had a hard time trying to see how many, but there were a bunch of other characters. So there might be 24 total.
I was going to say, there's got to be Porky. He's got to be in there.
So if you've ever heard his version of White Christmas, this little guy would be fun.
It's a long version.
in your Christmas collection. I love how he's got a scarf, non-traditional blue little jacket, holding his Christmas gifts. And then, of course, you have the box. Again, these are they don't make things like this anymore. They just don't make anything like this anymore. The only one that has a little bit of paint wear.
Melanie wants to know if you can voice either Elmer Fudd or Porky.
I can't. I mean, I can do like that's about my best Porky Pig I can do.
Can you, Kane? That's hard to say.
He has a little bit of paint wear, just a little bit on the back. So, but he also has his box, Mr. Sylvester. So he's super cute. So if you guys are into kitty cats, you're gonna have him. And then I saved what I think is the best for last. I thought I'd do a Putty Tat. I could do him better. Oh, I thought I'd do a Putty Tat. I did. Like, it's a cute little Tweety bird there with his little hat and his little bell. And of course, each one has their original sticker. And then, like I said, each has their box, but some of the little flaps, I think the original owner used them every year, or every year they use them, they put them back in their box. So some of the flaps broke off. So MG, I see you're 30. We're looking for 31 or more. Again, we'll go in reverse really quick. They're all about 3-ish inches.
They're ceramic, Minx. They're ceramic.
Yes, these are ceramic, made in Japan. So they're like a really good quality. And like I was saying, if you didn't want to use them as Christmas ornaments, you could snip this off. Now remember, that's original. And then all you're going to have is the little metal hook right there that's poured into the ceramic. So, and they're really, a lot of them are cold painted too. And most of them have perfect cold paint. So you're getting Tweety. Sylvester's the only one, which I'm surprised with the black, a little bit of wear. So you're getting him with his candy cane. You're going to get Porky Pig. Porky Pig.
That's pretty good.
You get Elmer Fudd. I thought I'd do a Putty Tat. See, I don't know. I
can't do any of them. No, I'm usually good at character voices, but I can't do any of the Looney Tunes.
There's Daffy Duck, and let's show you the last one, Bugs Bunny. And again, if y'all are tuning in, they all have their boxes. Okay, 31 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. Let's count them down: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Dusty says that she can do an acceptable
Dusty, do you want
dash.
to come in camera and demonstrate?
Send her the link. Little Porky Pig going. I just think these, and I had seen just the Disney ones before. I had never seen the Warner Brothers.
I've never
ones.
seen these.
They're really fun. And if you guys look them up, there's some of them on eBay. If you find, what is it? The Roadrunner. The Roadrunner can do, I think, like $100. So there's our bid end. MJ, friend, they're yours. Thank you so much.
Congrats, MJ. Yeah, it's Wabbit season.
Let's go Wabbit.
Okay. I have a $36 start for my next round. These, I love some Mercury Bead garland. I'm a garland girl. I can't display it because of a certain orange somebody. But I do have a small collection of it that when I can put out my tabletop aluminum tree, I usually decorate with it. But this is spectacular. And it's starting at 36 because there's no popped beads. Not a one. Not a one on here. And a little bit special because these have the lantern beads. Really difficult to find this style with, it kind of looks like a paper lantern. That's what most people call these, the lantern beads. And then just, and these are double silver. So there's two beads that are attached to each other. So those are double beads. And they both have the little foil star cardboard end and the little metal loops at the end. Now it's definitely not the longest garland that I've ever had. But I looked this thing over top to bottom and there are no popped beads on here, which is pretty amazing. Usually there's at least one or two, and they're all in good condition. Sea Glass, I see you're 36. Thank you so much. All right, so I have the two wired ends, star ends on this end, and here is it kind of split in the middle. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So there's 10 lantern beads present in here. And the length of this is 58 inches or 4 foot 10 inches. 4 foot 10 inches. So it's still like a good size length. You definitely could like drape it a couple times in the front of your tree. Just spectacular. I don't see the shaped ones. Usually at Midwest is about the only place I see the special shapes, hand painted indents. Germany, that sort of thing. That's usually where I see these. And I love these. I just found these over the weekend, so that was exciting. All right, so Sea Glass is in there at 36. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 37 or more. Again, 4 foot 10 inches with the, and they are red. The lantern beads are red. It's like red is kind of like a, I don't know, a darker pink. It's not like true red like you're seeing on the highlight there. It's more of like a pinky red. Joe, I see you're 38. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 39 or more. Let's do the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And I do believe these are made in Japan ones, not Germany or Polish. Mid-century 50s probably on these. All right, Joe, I see you're just in case. And Sea Glass, I saw you're just in case. There is Kim's bid end. All right, at the end there. Whoa, all right, Mr. Joe is going to take it for 59. You got it. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I will look for more garland. I always look for it. I'll look for some more.
All right, $10 choice. $10 choice. And I do have another round of postcards. These are starting at 10 because to get some of these early, sort of Victorian, very Belschnickel, very German-looking Santas, they're super collectible. So I sell them at the show for 20. So that's why I'm at least starting them at 10. So they might have a little bit of wear, but overall they're really, really neat. So this is your first one. They all measure traditional postcard size, 5.5 by 3.5. This one was not sent, but it was signed. This one you can see in the corner, we do have a little bit of wear. But these ones that are heavily hollied with the older Santas like this, these are super collectible, okay? So here it says, wishing you a Merry Christmas. So I see MJ in at 10. The graphics are phenomenal. You can even see there's his reindeer and sleigh back there by the house with the light on. Some of these, the way they actually made them, they're all embossed, but they almost have this 3D kind of glow about them with some of the colors that they used. So, and I believe they're all printed in the United States, okay? I do believe that they do have like a German kind of feel, but they were all like, quote, printed in the United States. This one's going to be letter A. That one is your Holly one. This one, I got to tell you, this one is probably my favorite. I have never seen one like this.
That's good.
With the early Santa flying with the reindeer. You can see how they gave like the effects of him flying through the fields. Very old world German style background. It says Merry Christmas. There is just a little bit of wear to this. I don't know if I can show you. I want to say it's like a crease, but I don't know how you get a crease on a flat piece of paper. So I don't know if it was from storage, but just note there's a little bit of wear. But for what these are, I think that adds to it. So this is going to be letter B. I see Wings in at 13. Bobby's in at 11. So we're looking for 14 or more. This one's going to be letter B. And I know we have some ephemera lovers, so I will take a moment to show you what the backs look like. So that one is B. Guys, if you're into Victorian Christmases and early Christmases, here is letter C. Look at this one here. Like this is complete embossing with the icicles draping down.
Christmas on that one.
It says a Merry Christmas there. Santa is sort of, heading down the chimney right there. This one, gosh, I can't make out the postmark, but it was sent. It's a very faint postmark. I don't think anyone's going to be able to make it out. MJ's in at 12. Bobby's in at 15. So we're looking for 16 or more. So this one's going to be letter C. And then last but not least, this one, if you guys are into old school style Christmas, I think this is fantastic. Look, you have the very German style Santa there in the woods, and you have all of the vegetation along with some of the woodland creatures. You have the bunny, the deer, the squirrel, the birds, and then I think you even have some things that are reminiscent, like you have a crow. Like I think there's a lot more at play here when you kind of break it down with what the animals are doing, and you can see where Santa Claus himself, Papa Noel, is kind of walking through the forest there to go give the little boys and girls their gifts. Somebody did sign it in pencil, so you could erase that if you want to. And then here's what the back looks like, okay? So this one's going to be letter D, plus the fact that this one is horizontal like that. I don't see a lot of these. And this would be really fun in a flower frog if you had some of your other little Santas. So that one's letter D. This one's letter C. This one is letter B. And then this one is letter A. So let's go.
Oh, they're all good. I don't know how you're going to pick. They're all good.
These all came from the same collector. And this person was a hardcore old school collector. Thank you guys. 16 or more. Let's count it down just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for the bid end from Kim. Again, Kim, thank you so much. Bobby's holding it at 15. I see Wings just in case of 65. And again, that one's going to be A, B, C, and then D. So at 16, Wings, my friend. You get first choice at 16. And again, that one's A, B, C, and then D. And then Bobby, you'll have backup at 15. And again, I held on to a few of these for a very, very long time. So A, B, C, and then D. No major damage. The first one, A, does have a little bit of wear in the corner. But again, seeing that these are all antique and at least 100 years old at this point, I'm just grateful that they're here. So wings at 16. And then Bobby, you're on deck. And then it'll be MJ. So you want A and D. Got your wings. Thank you so much. So then we are back to Bobby. So Bobby, at your 15, we have B and C. B and C remain at 15 each. That one is fantastic. B, and so is C. Like, they make reprints of people, they want that so bad. So B and C are available. Oh, we hit a major lag. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. B and C remain. And then we'll be back to MJ at 12. Okay, Bobby, they're both yours. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Hard to decide. Those are all fantastic. Really good.
Thank
Jason,
you.
we got some good postcards.
We do. We do.
Time.
We do. We do.
All right. I have a choice round as well, starting at 8. And although these are all the same, I will say these are all the same. But I have some little snowman goobers playing the drum. And these are package ties. So they have the little chenille here on the back that you could twist onto a bag or a package or a stocking, whatever you kind of want to do. So we have a spun cotton snowman head, plastic hat, little berry nose, and then the little chenille arms. He's got a little bow tie peeking out. And then the drum is cardboard. These are not stamped Japan, but I'm 99% sure they are Japan. And then the drum, these little red stripes are flocked. And then we have the gold foil banding and then a little green foil bow here at the front. And then they're just kind of plain gold on the bottom. And oh my goodness, you guys know I like some goobers, but these guys are so cute. Now they're all like essentially the same, but like, you know, based on their manufacturing, they might have a little bit of personality depending on who did the face or who did the arms that day. So there's 2 of them together, and there is number 3. So they all kind of look a little different. Like they have their little arm posed on the one side and then the other hand kind of touching the drum. Melanie, I see you're 8. Thank you so much. Oh, William, I know.
I do too.
I try and reach out to Debbie every once in a while, but I haven't heard from her. I have never heard back from her, but I do email her to check on her every once in a while to see if she's doing okay, but I have not heard back. I know Karen has reached out to her a couple times too. I know we missed Debbie G. There is the other guy, and then the last one. So they're all like same condition, basically. They're just manufactured the same. They all kind of look the same, all have the ties and everything. They are, real quick, they are 2.5 tall by 5. Like, no, that's not right. That is not right. They're not 5 inches.
No.
2.5 tall and 1.5 at the widest. Okay. So Melanie's in there 8. So we're looking for 9 or more on choice. I do have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. I have 5 of these little goober guys available. I don't think I can hold them all. MJ, I see you're 9. Thank you so much. So let's do a countdown. We're looking for 10 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. It's the whole snowman drum line.
That it is. It's a whole gang of snowmen.
They all play the bass. All right. Jenny, I see your 10 and your just in case in there. And we're just waiting. Oh, Melanie's got a just in case in there too. There's Kim's bid-in. Thank you so much, Kim. So at the end there, Jenny is going to be first pick at 16. So just let me know how many that you want. So let me know. I have up to 5 on them. And Melanie, you get second pick. If there's any remaining, it's like they're kind of like pondering what song they're going to play.
Clear the board. Clear the board, Amy.
The whole band. You got it. Thank you so much.
All right, Miss Amy, $20. $20, and it took me forever to add one of these to my collection. If you guys love dream pets, to find this Santa Claus, I think is a little harder to find. So he's in very good vintage condition, maybe a little discoloration, and I think that's from like the glue underneath starting to yellow. But he has his original Dorkin dream pet here. See if we can. There, come on, focus. It says Dream Pet, and then you can see that it is made in Japan if it wants to focus. So he's in very good condition. His face is one of those cloth style, almost oil style faces with it painted on. Again, a little bit of patina because the glue does start to yellow after a while. He has his pom-pom on his little hat, and he's in very good condition. He even has his original foil little belt buckle. He has his full belt all the way around. He has both of his plastic boots in very good condition. There is some detail around the top. It's weird. They gave him sort of like flowers. There's sort of like flowers on the top of Santa's boots, but I'm here for it. Felt body. You can sort of bend the arms wherever you want, and he does have a cotton beard. So Dream Pet stuff is very collectible. Again, it took me a while to add one of these to my collection. Other than the little bit of discoloration to the glue, he is in great condition like new. He's got a little bit of a belly there for his Santa belly. He does stand if you position his legs where you want them, and he measures 10.5 inches tall. So let me get in here and show you guys the Santa's face. Come on, my camera doesn't want to focus. I think it's soon time for a new one. He does kind of kinky boots. You're exactly right. So again, that I guess we could call that where the glue starts to age a little bit from years of being stored. I do love the cotton style beard that he has. There you can see underneath. He does. He even has a little pom-pom right there underneath at the top of his Santa suit. So Amy, have you ever seen one of these little Dream Pet?
I haven't seen that style. There's a different style Santa that has like the velvety kind of face.
Yes.
Not that kind of face. I have not. No, I don't think I've seen that one before.
And I think this one is a little bit older. And again, it is the Dream Pet. It says it's imported and it is made in Japan. So $20 on the Dream Pet. Again, if you guys collect some of the reindeer, this is the right scale, to go with some of those reindeer. Again, you can, move the arms however you want. I don't know that you want to bend them too much. There is wire armature in there, and this guy is really fun and does stand. So he does stand if you get the feet positioned where you want him. So I feel like he's getting washed out. I'm trying to put a little bit of shade over top so you guys can see. Look at how they gave him the little red nose, some blush on the cheeks, and the face is flesh tone. So it was getting very washed out. I don't feel like you guys were able to see how tan and cream the face is. And then the beard's in very good condition, just a little bit. Can't believe nobody doesn't want a Dream Pet. These used to fly off the shelves during live. So we'll bring him back. I thought folks would be yearning over the
he reminds me, Dream Pet doesn't make those. The kind that that have the little like mask that you pull down.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
There's a Santa face one, but that's not a Dream Pet, is it?
That was a Herman Pecker. Herman Pecker's the one that made yeah.
Yeah.
I thought folks like Dream Pets still.
But his Santa face reminds me of the little mask for that one. That's right. Like how he's painted. He reminds me.
Right.
Okay. I have a little boy angel for my next round. And there he is. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had this guy either. I'm not sure if I've had him before, but this is a boy angel. And he is made by Napco. Now I will say that there was some like green felt attached to the bottom of this, and there's like remnants of that. I didn't want to like scrape it. Oh, wait. Caroline wants your Santa.
Caroline, he's yours. Thank you so much. Keep going, Amie. I got you, Caroline. Thank you.
Yay. Okay. So I didn't want to try and scrape that off. It does not affect like him sitting at all. I know most people put the felt on the bottom of things so it wouldn't scratch their furniture. Sometimes they added that on there after they purchased it, but that I'll just leave that on there. Like it doesn't affect anything and you cannot see it when he is sitting. The boy angels, I don't know, are somewhat harder to find than the girl ones. And there is a coordinating girl that goes with him, FYI, but he is holding his little presents. He's headed to his little angel Christmas party. Condition wise, maybe there's like a little paint scratching here on the back of the hat. He has a little ermine fur trim at the bottom of his little angel cloak and on his sleeves. And I think this little red dot on his cheek, like whoever, was painting that day got a little wild with the red paint. So he has a little freckle. He has a freckle on his face. And it's there. And he is more of that satin finish for him. He's not like high glaze. Hey, John. He's not like shiny high glaze. And the red is cold paint and the green and the gold on this guy. So there's a little scratching on his little foots peeking out there. But he isn't, he's kind of like the satiny for the white on him. Maybe he has measles. I hope not. And he's just darn cute. I love his little lashes for days. And yeah, there would have been a Napco foil sticker there on the bottom. He doesn't have one there anymore, but no chips, no repairs on him. Not that I could find anywhere, just like a little paint loss in a couple spots. And measurement for him, he is 4 3/4 by 3.5 for him. And yes, there is a little girl. Yes, he is Napco. He is Napco.
Amie, are those?
I believe he's 60s Napco on him.
Amie, what, I have a question. Are those green polka dots on his one present?
Green polka dots, as far as I know.
Oh my God, that's so kitschy.
Green
so
polka dots. It kind of looks like a domino, but yeah, it is a present stuck there.
That.
And there are actual polka dots on the back of the present too, but they didn't paint those there. But yeah, green polka dots. Absolutely. Wrapping paper can be in any style. And this is kind of like a light yellow for the background of that. That one's getting kind of a little washed out. I will bring him back. I'll bring him back. We will do a recap at the end, you guys.
Okay, it's going to be a choice round. It's going to start at $25 choice. Okay, I have 2 different garland. They measure about 12 feet. Okay, and I have one that is in red, and then I have another set that's in green and white. So actually, I had a set of these, and they were almost like this, the honeycomb crepe paper, and mine had Hold Howard stickers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now these no longer have the Hold Howard stickers, but there's a good chance that these were made by Hold Howard. So this is your red, and then these are little silver inserts in the middle. So that way the light would reflect off of that. So the red comes in 2 separate pieces. One piece is about 10 feet, and then I think somebody cut it or the string came undone. So you'll either have to redrape it together or you have to reattach it. But you're going to get a total of 12 feet of this red crepe paper garland. And like I said, it's going to come in 2 sections. One is about 10 feet and the other one is about 2. So this is a very dense, very high quality crepe paper honeycomb, and it is garland. And this is really fun to like run through your figurines or to use on your mantle. So that's the way it's going to look when it's draped. I'm showing you the smaller one because I did not want to tangle up the larger piece. So, and then on each end, you have this metal little ring that you then could attach to something. So here at this end, you can kind of see where the string came undone. So if you wanted one full 12 feet of this, all you would have to do is reattach the string, okay? You'd either have to weave in some new string or maybe glue the string together or reattach it. So thank you, Jenny. We're in at 25. Again, this is your first choice. This is the red. Again, this would, I didn't say it yet. This would also be good for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day or patriotic, next year in your 4th of July. So this comes in 2 sections, 2 feet and 10 feet. The green and white comes in 3 parts. It's almost like 9, 3, and that'd be 9. So it comes in 3 different parts. One of it's almost about 8 feet, and then the rest of it would be 2 other little sections. So you can either choose the all red or you can choose the emerald green. Look how gorgeous that green is with the white. So this also could double for your St. Patrick's Day. This, of course, is great at Christmas time, which is what it was meant for. And then this also has the original little metal ring on the tip. So the green, you're also getting a complete 12 feet of it. I don't know if the original owner wanted to separate it so they could use it in multiple places, or if it came detached by itself. And again, my experience with this garland here, it's usually made by Holt Howard. I actually have a set in my collection that has the Holt Howard sticker. It's just not here on these.
Yeah, okay? The honeycomb condition of these are just
they're
so
like brand new.
To find them not all smashed to bits.
Yes,
I have seen them smashed to bits.
Honest to Pete, guys, there might be one that's a little flat, but none of these are completely, mashed or smashed. So again, you're bidding on choice between a full 12-foot string of the garland in either green and white, great for Christmas, and then you can mix it together, or it's going to be all red. So Analog Cat, I see you're 28. We're looking for 29 or more, and you'll just pick red or green, okay? And of course, St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, they work for other occasions. So let's do the countdown just in case for active bidders. 29 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Oh, Dusty, I'm so jealous. She has them in pink. That's awesome.
That's awesome, yeah.
I've never seen the pink ones. But again, these are so fun. They're multiple holidays too. So there is our bid end. Thank you so much, Kim. So Analog Cat with a 35, Jenny with a just in case. So Jenny, 36, you get first choice. Did you want the green ones or the red ones? And then Analog Cat, you'll have, if there's any left, if anybody passes, we'll bring them back for the recap. And of course, Jenny, you got right to both of them if you want them. And that's at 36 each. So we'll just make it easy. Red or green. Okay, Jenny, I got you for the red ones. So Analog Cat, did you want the green and white ones? And that would be at 35. And if you pass, no big deal. We'll bring them back in the recap. So just let me know, Analog Cat, if you're interested in those. And that would be at 35. These are super fun. I'm just grateful the previous owner kept them in a box.
Yeah, so they're really nice.
And the white didn't even, sometimes the white discolors. All right. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Awesome. All right. Here's your top of the hour refresh reminder. Ding, ding, ding. I need to have one of those chimes to play.
Like the chime time.
Like the DJs play. I know what you know what I'm talking about, Jason.
Yes.
All right. So speaking of the pop-up, I had one of these tin litho jumping reindeer at Missy's pop-up. And I had it. We were so busy in there. My goodness, the people. Several of you that were there were, you were there experiencing how crowded it was. And somebody purchased this from the pop-up. Not this one, but the one that I had there. And the key was sitting right next to it, just like this. It said "Dear Key" on it. So whoever purchased it didn't take the key. And I left this with Misty for a good long time, hoping somebody would contact her, figure out that they didn't have the key, but nobody messaged her. So I happened to find another one of these over the weekend. And this one didn't have a key, but luckily I happen to have a spare. So, and he does work. Okay, I will show that to you. and he's going to start at 16, and he does work. So you just kind of wind him up at the bottom, and then he kind of jumps around. It's kind of fun. But he does have to be on a totally flat surface to do it. I didn't wind him up totally, but then you can kind of see what he does. And I see your bids. I don't want him to jump off the board, but he kind of hops around, if you will. But he works. You see that he works, okay? I don't want him to hop off the board. MJ and Lisa, I see you both. And so, yes, he does work quite well. He'll just keep hopping around as long as you wind him up. This one is made, I believe this one is like late 80s on it, made in China. And the last one, I had the box, but it was like completely dilapidated. So I didn't keep the box for that, but I'm glad that I have the key. So I don't know who bought my one at the pop-up, that they never got their key, but this one's happy to have it back so he can hop again. Measurement for him, he is 7 by 5.5. You did, William? No, you didn't. I was going to say that was not in your stuff on the table. You didn't have this guy. This went early, like early in the sale. So I knew it wasn't you. All right, let's do a countdown. So MJ and Lisa are both at 16. So we're looking for 17 or more. He is 7 by 5.5. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I was looking at the label in the back of this box. This was how I bought the key, was in this little box. I was just looking. I have no idea what that is on that. Nothing to do with the key. All right, Jenny, I see her just in case. MJ, I see her just in case as well. There is the dear bid end. Thank you so much, Kim. So at the end there, it looks like Jenny's going to be my winner at 24. Thank you so much. You were in paper pack land. I know that.
$14, Amy, and you're going to get both of these. You're going to get them both for $14. Sticking with my honeycomb. These were left over from a sale that I did with Amy a month or two ago, and nobody claimed them. So I thought they kind of went well with the garland. So these are little ornaments. They are the very dense honeycomb, and they're birds. So you have the little Mercury eyes. They gave them little halos. You can see the thick, chunky mica glitter on the back. There might be a little like flattening of the honeycomb, but these are not smashed. You know, there just might be a little flattening. So this is the first one you're going to get. You're getting them both for 14. Thank you, Lisa. I see you're 14. So we're looking for 15 or more. They do have the original hangers, so you can hang them. Wings is in at 16. Again, these are usually Holt Howard as well, or I usually know them from Holt Howard. And then the beak, you can see it has its beak, and it is a very thick metallic covered cardboard, and you can kind of bend the beak however you want. They measure about 3 inches. So there is your red one, and you're going to get its mate, which is a little white one. And you can see it's made the same exact way. It has sort of this tinsel for some of its feathers. Some of the wafers you saw in the garland, they use that same kind of wafer for the wings. And then it has this little hanger. So super cute. Now, again, when I say it's not smashed, there might be a little bit of flattening. So maybe you guys can see it is a little flat right there. But honest to Pete, you guys, these look really, really nice. Like I said, they're not flattened, but maybe, you know, they're not smashed. Maybe just a little bit of flattening to it. So thank you, Minx. And I think, like I said, when I sold their mates, I thought these would be great to use at Christmas time, but they also are Valentine's Day colors. So it's kind of that vintage that you can use in other holidays. And if you had something blue, you could use these for next year's patriotic display. Yeah. Yes, they have halos, but
I love the Mercury beads on those.
I do too. I think they're old school too. So Dusty's in at 17. We're looking for 18 or more. And again, you get them both. Let's count them down. We're looking for 18 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. They also made these in pastel colors, which they're great for Easter, but I do not see them that often. And they got their hooks, their mica glitter. They are just really, really fun and good high quality. So their wings had a just in case. Sea Glass had an 18. Dusty had a just in case. There's our bid end. So with Dusty's just in case, Wings takes them for 37. Wings, $37. They're both yours. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Mel. I'll look for another wind up deer. I see them every once in a while. I'll look for another one. Okay. I have a Lefton Snowman mug. I think I've had the misses. I think I've had the lady snowman, snow lady. There we go. That's the right word. Mug for this. But I don't know if I've had this one before. I had a couple Lefton Snowman pieces last week. I had a candle holder and some shakers, and I have the mug tonight. There is a whole series of these. I stinking love these. They are so cute, all of them. This one does have the Lefton foil sticker on the bottom. Now, I will say this guy has a couple little flea bites. There looks like there's like, I don't know if that was manufacturing like a trapped bubble in the molds. It kind of feels like maybe a little shaved off chip. It is not sharp at all, so it's probably been there a good long time for that. But there are a couple little flea bites on the rim of this guy. There's one right there in the white. I felt another one with my finger right there. And I think there's a couple other little tiny ones right in there. So a couple little flea bites on the rim of this guy. The cold paint is pretty good on it. Looks like there's a little scratching on it in a couple tiny places, but otherwise I think good condition on him. No chipping on that carrot nose poking out there, but the cutest little smirk and his rosy cheeks. And I don't know, I wouldn't probably drink anything out of this. Once you get that cold paint wet, it just tends to just slide right off there. So I wouldn't actually use this. This guy would be really cute though, with candy canes poking out of his hat. I think that would be really cute, like on a hot cocoa bar or something like that. Or a bottle brush tree, of course, coming out of his hat would look cute. Or a little mercury bead sprays. I don't think that he was ever used as a cup. There's not any stain crazing or anything on the inside of him. There is a little crazing I'm seeing on the glaze, but not bad. Not bad at all.
Joe says pop a bottle brush tree in that.
He would be really cute with a bottle brush tree. Absolutely. Measurement for him, he is, I gotta find him. Where are you? He is 5 by 4. 5 by 4.
Amy, I know we're 6 months out, but you know what these are good for? These make great housewarming gifts. Like you get a little cocoa mix, you get a little thing of, marshmallows. And I mean, giving them a vintage mug like that, I mean, it's a sweet little gift. Definitely,
for sure. And of course, if you like the Lefton Snowman, there's a lady mug, lady mug that matches. No, John. John, did you see my post on Instagram? Then that explains Cousin Eddie a little bit tonight, if you haven't seen that. Wings and Pamela, I see both in there. Wow, that was a lag. That was a crazy lag. Okay. All right. Let's do a countdown. We're looking for 19 or more on the Lefton Snowman mug. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bed end. As I was looking at this, this is not a hairline. I cannot feel it with my finger. It does not go through the other side, but there is like a little, I don't know, a little darker craze line right there that I didn't initially point out because I just saw it, but I cannot feel that at all. So I don't want to call that a hairline. It's just kind of a deeper craze line. All right, Pamela, I see your just in case of 25. Wings, I see your just in case of 22. Yeah, no kidding. All right, there is the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. So it looks like Miss Pamela is going to be my winner over Wings for 23. Thank you so much.
$16, Miss Amy. And this guy I just got this week. And he's made in Japan. I've never had a Santa like this. And I love a tall, lanky, thin Santa. So He has wooden feet. You can see they actually used a nail in the factory to hold the foot in. And you can see he has his made in Japan stamp on the bottom. Now, there is a little bit of fraying. This needs clipped off, but it's nothing major. So his legs are wood dowel rods, and then the body is wood on the inside, and it has this felt coat, and you can kind of move his hands however you want. Look at his presents here, the foiled presents that he's holding and hanging. I think the little berry's missing, but it does have its holly. And then look at the yarn.
Great. I love him.
The yarn beard, and then a flocked face. There is a little discoloration up here where there's glue holding the hat on, but I just think he's really, really neat. He reminds me of the Santa Claus where she's like, eat, Papa, eat.
Eat, Papa, eat.
Like when he's so skinny. So he has his pom-pom. There might be a little bit of discoloration to the yarn hair, but I just think he's so 1960s and so different and cool. Look at the way they made his
Did you say he has wood feet?
Yes, these are wooden like dowel rods that are covered in fabric, and then the feet are wood that are flocked, and then you can feel that the wood goes all the way up. I've never had this. Almost reminds me of like a Kurt Adler, almost. You know, like
that's a new one to me.
Kurt Adler made this kind of stuff. He's 13.5 inches tall, 13.5 inches tall, and you can see the face is flesh tone. They have it's flocked with these felt eyes. He's got a little button nose and a little red mouth. And then this is all yarn here for the beard. So I just think it's super kitschy, very like 1960s. And then he's got his little, look, he's got his little dingle dangle presents here. They are covered in that kind of that foil Christmas paper. And then he's got like a tube here of a longer Christmas gift. And I do think the little berry is missing in there with the holly. So, and you can, move the hand. So he's sort of holding the presents if you want to, however you want. And he does stand on his own. So $16 if anybody's interested. He's really unique, really different. Mark Japan. Mark Japan here on the bottom if it wants to focus. 13.5 inches tall. We'll bring him back in the recap.
You couldn't find out anything about him.
Nothing. I mean, he feels like Kurt Adler-ish, but
he does kind of look that way. Yeah, he does.
Couldn't find him anywhere.
Kurt Adler did some interesting things besides ornaments back in the day. All right. $10 choice for my next round. Thank you guys again for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you being here in the chat. So I have two of these kind of candy boxes. I was fixing that real quick. Okay. So I have two of these, and both of them are different, and they have different images on either side. So these are little kind of treat boxes. These were meant to hang on the tree. You can put little goodies, little toys, little candy, little whatever in there and hang it on the tree. These are very collectible. There's so many different ones of these out there that you could have a cool little box collection. Or something different to display as a little riser. I did, Bug. I certainly did. Actually, this is legit. This is licensed merchandise from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It is a legit hat.
Is that a real Eddie hat from National?
Oh, it does. Yeah, it has a tag on the inside. Okay. Yeah, it is a legit Eddie hat. Yeah, the ear flaps go down and everything. I prefer it this way. It's a little bit easier to wear on my head. All right, so first one here is Santa flying through the sky with his sleigh, and then on either end of the box, there's little drums, presents, that sort of thing. It does say Merry Christmas with starbursts on the top and the bottom. And then this one has the same image on the other side. So Santa in the sleigh on both sides. And then they have like these remind me of like how Cracker Jack, like not Cracker Jack, animal cookies. Animal cookies used to come in a box like this. They don't come like that anymore. But they used to have the little string on the box. I still remember that. And then this one here, Santa in the little jalopy car with his presents spilling out the back. This one has snowflakes on either end. And wings, I see your 10. I'm sorry, I didn't highlight that. And then this one says Merry Christmas on the top, but not on the bottom. This is made in USA. And then it just has a big old Santa face on the other side. Also has string hanger. These are the same size. As far as I know, these are the same size. They are 4 1/4 by 1 3/4 by 4 1/2. Okay, so that is the size there. All right, so those are your 2 choices. This one, the blue one, is the same on both sides. This one has the different imagery on the other side. Okay, let's do a countdown. Wings is at 10. This is for choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. There might be a little fraying to the ribbon on that one. I will ship these flat unless you specifically want them to be shipped put together like this. But I usually ship these kind of things flat to prevent any bending. All right, Shiny Bright, good to see you. I see you just in case. Wings also has a just in case. There's Kim's bid end. So Wings at 21. We'll just do red or blue. We'll do red or blue. That's pretty easy. And Shiny Bright, you get second pick if Wings doesn't take both.
I love Santa in that jalopy. I'm here.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good. There's the jalopy side.
Those kitschy snowflakes and the presents bouncing out.
They're all good. I love the graphics on these.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Wings is going to take the car. So she wants this one. She wants the red one. All right, you got it. Thank you so much. Shiny Bright, if you would like the blue one, just let me know down in the chat and I'll get Jason going. Thank you so much.
All right, $15, Amy, $15. And I believe this guy's from the 1960s. I have an unused coloring book. It doesn't have a copyright, but it is by the Southfield. Do I say that right? Southfield.
Yeah.
Southfield, yeah, printing company. It is double-sided. A little bit of wear, but none of the pages are used. So this would be really fun just to use in your background decor. I'll quickly show you some of the scenes on the inside. Some of them would be really fun if you photocopied them and used them for other things. But again, the graphics, the way it says Santa's coloring book, you can see Santa's toys in there. And again, this is unused. It's a nice large one. It's 14 inches long by about 10 and 3/4 inches wide. So, and it is double-sided. So you have Santa waving one way or waving the other. So $15 for an unused coloring book from probably the 1960s. It does not give a copyright here or a time that it was printed. But then here is your cover page. There is Santa's coloring book. So that would be really fun if you scanned it in and used it. Left maybe a little youngster color it that was scanned in. Here we have the little kids here in front of the fireplace hanging their stockings. There you have your very traditional Christmas
tree. She looks
tree.
like Cindy Lou. She looks like Cindy Lou who
kind of does.
In front of the Christmas tree. That's cute.
I see your 15. Thank you so much. Here's some of the presents I would believe the youngsters got at Christmas. There's a little roly-poly Santa with his bell in a sleigh. I am going to quickly show you guys everything because there are some really fun, kitschy, go-along graphics in here. So we're looking for 16 or more. Here we have the little baby doll, which probably would be a gift. That's that very 1960s metal case that I think we all know. Then here's a little girl that she's playing mommy with a little doll. And then we have this page right here. Here's the little guy outside. He's kind of like, excuse me, hello, I'm here. I got a Christmas gift for you. Then it's really neat. Then it takes a weird turn. We have Sailor Boy. We have the sailor ship. So we're at 15, looking for 16 or more. Here, then it gets really weird. We got the little German style kids. Very Hummel style. We have little girl here. It's very odd, the content that it goes into. And then it goes back to Christmas style things. Maybe the artist didn't know what else to put in there. So, and then we have the little kids here at Christmas time with the hanging of the candy. And there's little kitty cat playing with the popcorn garland. Very 1950s, 1960s. These are some of my favorite ones. Look at the girl making the snowman.
Oh, look at the snowman. That's so cute.
Wouldn't that be fun to scan in and then maybe color and frame? There they are skiing. And then let me just show you the back page here. Back page here, it says Merry Christmas. Very 1960s, very 1950s as I hit myself in the face with it. And I want to show you my favorite one. These little kids are juking and jiving here. This reminds me of like Grady and Karen G as they were kids.
For sure.
You can see them juking and jiving in their little Christmas attire. So let's go ahead and count it down. Desi is in at 15. We're looking for 16 or more. And we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. There's a little bunny wabbit. Again, this is really fun. I cannot believe that some little youngster didn't color any of this. But again, those colors in that version of Santa, you don't see that
on that one too.
That version that much. So, all right, friend, you're new to me. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. All right. I think we have 3 rounds left. Am I right on that, Jason?
You got it, Miss Amy.
So, okay. All right. Just double checking. Okay. Christmas turtles, Minx. That's an interesting combination. I have seen ornaments, but not really anything else. I wonder if Joseph Originals made a Christmas turtle. I don't know the answer to that, but I certainly will look. I don't know. All right. I have a choice round at 5. I have some Jewel Bright diorama ornaments, and I have 5 of them and a couple different colors here. So this is kind of my favorite style of Jewel Brights, and they are plastic, and then they're kind of mirrored on the inside. Really, really pretty on the tree. They reflect all the different colors. I have 2 in this style in red that have kind of like gold leafing, and then like a little, I don't know, reddish pink mercury bead on the inside. For these, they are all the same size. They all measure 3.5 inches, although the shapes are a little bit different. So I have 2 of those. And then I have a green one here, a little bit different, kind of a white glittered poinsettia with a mercury bead in the center. And these have like the little windows. I like these as well. And there's the back of that one. So I only have 1 green one. MJ and Lisa, I see you both. Thank you so much. And then I have 2 blue ones, but the blue ones are different on what's inside. This one looks similar to the green one, except it's in a blue colorway. So white glittery poinsettia on that one. And then the other blue one I have has more of like a snowflake with the little like foil bits and mercury beads in the center. So you can see the difference on those. Okay, so those are all 5 I have. So I have 2 of the blues, and they have the little Jewel Bright Starburst on the back side. 2 of the red. Let me get caught up on the chat. Leanna and Audrey, I see both. So Audrey's holding it right now at 10. And I have 2 of the goldy ones. These are essentially the same. And then 1 of the green with the little glittery poinsettia in there. All right, Leanna's at 12, so we're looking for 13 or more on choice. These all measure 3.5 inches in length, okay? And hard plastic, not any kind of glass. The kind that I would hang on the tree for Mr. Parmesan because they're not breakable. All right, MJ's in there at 14. So we're looking for, no, Audrey's got the high bid at 15. I apologize. So we're looking for 16 or more on choice of Jewel Brights. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. There's also dioramas with goobers on the inside. Those are hard to find. With little pixies and angels and Santas. All right, Leanna, I see you're just in case of 20. Audrey's back in there with a 22 right before Kim's bid end. So it looks like Miss Audrey, let me know by color if you would like green. I just have one. We'll call this one blue and white. We'll call this one blue and gold, or red. Red 1 or 2. Parmesan is not back there. He's gone. He's doing something else. I don't know where he's at. He's probably under the bed.
He's talking to his attorney because he doesn't care for these accusations.
Probably. All right, Audrey, you're going to take them all. You got it. Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to do a quick claim for this one. So we'll do a quick claim for this one. I will show you what it is, and then I'll give you an amount, and then I'll give you a letter to put in. So she's a 1960s little angel. She doubles as your tree topper, and she doubles as a figurine. She's in very good condition. You can see she has the felt hands. She has that almost oil cloth style face with the very big eyelashes, very clean. She has a little pipe cleaner halo. Her hair's in very good condition. There's a little teeny tiny little tear in the corner to the stockinette wings, but other than that, very good condition. You can see that they did use the thicker mica gold glitter on her. And then you can see if you want to use her as a tree topper, they have that little spring in there. So she measures just about 8 inches tall, really cute, and you can bend her arms however you want. So she is 8 inches tall. She's going to be $18. $18 if anybody wants her. And if you're interested, put in the letter A for angel. A for angel, and she's $18 as a quick claim. 18 bucks. Cute. And she's in very, very good, clean condition. Letter A, $18, 1960s. Look how blonde and clean the hair is. So, Melissa, thank you so much, friend. She's yours.
Congratulations. Hey, Melissa. Thanks for popping in. I have a 16 start for my next round. And we're on our last 2, you guys. Our last 2. And then we will do a quick recap. I have a vinyl, similar to what was in the catalog, although not polka dot style, vinyl oilcloth little deer. And it is considered a plush because it is a stuffed animal, but it is made of that washable oilcloth material and really nice condition on this. I cannot tell you that there is any kind of holes. Usually that is the issue with these, is if they were not stored correctly or they were played with for a little too rough. Sometimes they can get holes, especially at the seams or at usually back here at the nape of the neck. Usually that is where they begin to have some issues and it starts to split. But I don't see any kind of holes in this at all. And he's very clean also. So he has just kind of plain white ears and just simple details, very cute. I think he can definitely stay out for Valentine's Day. I think he could work for both, but these are really cute to just tuck under your tree. And his belly, there is, I think that is just a little discoloration, probably from storage, if I had to guess on that. I did like lightly surface wash him, but he wasn't really dirty when I found him at all, but no splitting on the belly or anything either. With him for standing, there's no armature in here. So you do kind of have to like splay, just kind of push this out and then set him, and he will stand. You just kind of have to, kind of warm the vinyl up just a little bit for him to stand, but he doesn't have any wire armature, but there he is. So measurement for him, he is 7 by 9 1/4, 7 by 9 1/4. So he's like the dream pet style, like that Jason was talking about earlier, or the velvet or felt style deer, like this with the felt antlers. He's a little bit bigger body wise than those guys, I would say, just a little bit bigger. All right, MJ and Bobby and Jenny, I see you all in there. I don't have one, Migs. I don't know of one. The closest one to me is the one in Indianapolis. We don't have one in Michigan that I know of, unless they've opened one, but I don't know.
What is that? Any
Minx wants to know if we have a Goodwill bins to go to.
We do, but I got to be honest with you. It freaks me out sticking my hands in those bins. I'm not throwing shade. I can't. It freaks me out.
They look stressful to me.
It is.
I've never been to the one in Indianapolis.
Too much for me. I can't handle it. I can't do it.
All right, let's do a countdown for this guy. Jenny is in at 18, so we're looking for 19 or more. And let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I will say we did score a Curtis Jeers one time at the bins. Tina got it for like $12. It was the big one with the birds, and the starburst.
Yeah.
We just had to bend a bit of it back, and that was probably our best score from the bins.
All right, bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. All right, at the end there, Leanna popped in with a 25. MJ, Jenny, and Bobby all had it just in case, but the highest one was Miss Jenny over Bobby. So Jenny is going to be the winner at 31. Thank you so much.
All right, this is going to be a quick claim as well. And the reason why this one is a quick claim is it was left over from last week's sale. I sold all of the other chalkware Santas, but I wanted to offer him one more time. I know folks thought that the star eyes kind of was creepy, but I thought I wanted to finish out offering them. So we'll just do him as a quick claim. This is probably early 50s chalkware. That's probably how much it was, like, I don't know, 11, maybe 10 cents back in the day. So that's a wax pencil. He is all chalkware. This is where a candle goes. There is some residue. So if you wanted to put a candle in, you might have to clean out some of the wax that's in it. His eyes, they're stars. He's almost like a patriotic snowman. So you could use him in your summer displays, and he does lay on his back. So he's kind of chill, laying on his back, reading his Christmas Sears catalog. I'm sure that's what it is. And you can see the blue starry eyes, and he's got his big top hat on. He measures about 3 3/4 inches tall by about 5.5 inches wide. Okay. He's just going to be $20. $20 if anybody is interested in him. He doesn't have any stamp on him. I don't know who made him. You can't really, I guess you could display him like that if you want, but he's meant to sit on his back. So $20. If anyone's interested, I think he's cool too, Melanie. He's only $20, no damage. If you're interested in him, put the letter S for star or snowman. S, and you can have the last chalkware snowman for $20. $20, letter S. Dusty, you kept the gang together. Congratulations, Dusty. It's all yours. That's what I was afraid of. I thought maybe people wanted to see him in the recap, and I couldn't. So, Dusty, he's yours. Thank you, friend.
Awesome. Yay. I love those. And I had never seen those before. When you brought
Me
those.
neither.
I've never seen
Me
those.
neither.
Question: did those come from the same chalkware, like the caroler set that you had at Midwest? Did those come from the same estate?
No, they came from a different one. Somebody had those, and they actually had the Santa ones. So It was weird. I don't know. The estate, that was the only chalkware they had in that estate. Well, they had a big bank too. But as for the small ones, no. And they weren't. The carolers were old store stock. And now they're at Mother Tucker's. I know which ones you filmed. Yeah. The ones
those are really cool because I'd never seen those before either. Okay, I also have a quick claim for my last round. It is for a pair of books. All right, so I'm going to show them briefly. I'm not going to go through everything, but these are the pair of books that you are going to get. One is a Wonder Book and one is a Little Golden Book. So I'll show them to you briefly. So you're going to get the pair, so I'll show them to you, and then I will tell you the price and then what letter to type in. So we'll start off with the Christmas Carols Little Golden Book. And you said in the very back, so I have a letter P in the very back on the binding. Like right in there, there's a letter P, very tiny. back there before when Jason was talking about that earlier. I was like, well, I got to look at mine. This one has a publishing date of 1946. So I believe that's a first edition then there. So we have cute little illustrations as we go for some of the Christmas carols as we go through the book. So this is like a little songbook, cute illustrations throughout this one. I'll just skip ahead a little bit. We've got oh, look at the angels. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I love that. With that green. Oh, that's
in mint green. Yeah. Here's Oh Christmas Tree.
Oh, this is so
cool.
fun.
And then we've got Silent Night and Hark the Herald Angels Sing. And then the last page in that one is just a little scene, little Christmas scene at the back. There's the back of that one. Okay. So 1946 on that one. And then Polly's Christmas Present. I'd never seen this book before with the little Christmas dog. Very cute. This is a wonder book. And this one has a publishing of 1953. Look at all the cute little puppies.
Oh, I love
1953 on this one. Both of the books are good condition. I would say like there's not any scribbling or major bending or anything. This is a cute little story. I just have never seen this one before. So I won't do any spoilers for you on this one. But there is a happy ending to the book. How cute.
Aw, okay. Puppy.
So you're going to get the pair of books, and it's going to be $14.14 for the pair. And if you want to claim the books, the letter to type in is letter C. Letter C for Christmas. Letter C for Christmas. $14 for the pair of books. I love the angels on the cover of this one.
That Carol book I've never seen before. I love it.
Cute. All right. Oh, the first C I see. The first C I see. In the chat is MJ. And then I see Bobby, Paula, Jenny, and Desi. Okay, in that order. So MJ is going to be my winner. Thank you so much. And I'm going to get us both on screen real quick.
Miss Amy, I got one more round. Amy.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
You're fine. This has been a mini sprint marathon, man. We have been looking. It's going to be a quick claim. Quick claim. I previewed it from the sale that the internet went. So we'll just do a quick claim on this. If you guys are familiar, these are the cookie cutters. They made them for all sorts of holidays. This one is your big, large Santa, and he's in there. So you do get the big silhouette of Santa cookie cutter. And what's fun about this one is it has its original price tag from Pomeroy's. So it has an original Pomeroy's. I know Pomeroy's was somewhat national, but they were pretty prominent here. So you could clean that off with that stuff that Misty talks about, but I kind of like the Pomeroy sticker on. So he's just going to be $10. $10. The box measures 8 1/4 by 6. The cookie cutter is 8 inches. $10. I don't think he's ever been used. It would be fun to use or just use as a display. If anybody wants him, put in the letter C. C for claws or cookies or cookies, and you can have the new old stock cookie cutter. Letter C, he's $10.
C is for kooky. That's good enough.
Cookie is for me. All right, MJ. Thank you so much, friend. Congratulations.
And Bobby came in after that. All right, congratulations.
Thank you,
all right, now I'm going to get us both back up here.
Yes.
All right, we do have, I think we both have something to recap.
Yep.
So we will, sorry, I know everybody wants cookies now, including me. That sounds good. So we will do a quick recap. We'll bring back any items one more time. And if you're watching on the replay, you can always message us for something that does not find a home tonight. You can always email us and reach out that way if you watch on the replay. So these will be claim items as well. Because we have the lag tonight, if we see more than one person come in right away to claim the same item, we will do a quick countdown to break any ties. It can turn right back into a regular bid round. You can do just in cases, that sort of thing. But try and type in the item plus the price that we say if you want to claim something on our recap. Jason, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
You go first, Amy.
Okay. All right. Will do. Okay. So I had my Napco little boy angel figurine with his little freckle. Just not any kind of chips or repairs, just a little paint scratching. Does have the green felt kind of thing going on the bottom. And he was 18. If you want to claim him, you can do Angel 18 for him. And that was my recap. Thank you guys so much. I'll get Jason over here.
Minx, you're speaking my language.
Ooh, big old frosted sugar cookies.
Whew, like the one that hurts your teeth, and then you
now we're all wanting cookies.
Then you gotta wash it down with some eggnog, milk, or coffee. So these are going to be 20. I'm going to lower the price to 20. So these are those cellophane stockings I showed you earlier. They're all in good condition. The one does say Barbara here. There's a little splitting there. I don't think that's bad for condition. So you get both of these fun cellophane stockings, and you can see, look at the great graphics. The bells on there. You can see where it says greetings. See where it's split off greetings. So you get both of those. So you're going to get them, and they measure 14 inches. The medium, same kind of display. It's the same bells and everything that's on the longer one. Bobby, I got you. They're yours. Thank you so much. Bobby, they are yours. So boom, boom, boom. Let me write that down, Bobby. Thank you so much. Oh, my gosh. I'm literally blacking out. I'm so tired. Okay, I have Skinny Santa. Skinny Santa, he is in very good vintage condition. If anybody wants him, I will do him for 14. 14, put Santa. Santa 14, he's the yarn beard. A little bit of glue residue. Just put Santa 14. He had his foil presents. I think the little berry's missing, and he has the wooden legs. So, oh, and he is made in Japan. He's made in Japan.
Does he have a wooden leg named Smith?
Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like from Mary Poppins.
Absolutely. So he would be Santa 14. And that was the only thing that didn't sell. Thank you guys so much. Okay. That's it. That's the only thing.
Santa. Both back up here. Thank you all so much for our little extended version of Fantastic Finds tonight. I'm glad that we got through it with no techie issues, a little bit of filtering, but you know, that's fine. But no lost internet.
Thank God.
Thank goodness. So I'm glad that you could come back and do those things that we missed out on last Thursday. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us this evening. And big thank you to Kim for helping out, doing bid ends and helping out in the chat tonight, holding down the fort. Thank you so much, Kim. And thank you everybody else for helping out and point out some of those filtered comments. We appreciate that so very much. Reminder for invoicing for us. We are both doing invoicing on Saturday, right?
Mine will be Sunday this week.
Yes, Sunday. But we are both combining shipping because we do have a sale tomorrow night on Instagram at 8 p.m. Eastern. We have done a few of these. Now, I think, 3? Have we done 3?
This will be number 3.
And I am hosting. I'm hosting this.
Yes.
I haven't hosted an Instagram live sale in like 4 years. 4 years or something. I don't know. It's been a minute.
Nick is in office
tomorrow night on my Instagram page at 8 p.m. Eastern for holiday hangout. We have some more vintage Christmas coming tomorrow. So if you guys want to pop on Instagram tomorrow, we will keep open boxes for you if you want to combine anything. As long as it's safe to do so, things can ship together. We definitely love to combine ship for multiple sales throughout the week. And we will be back for Fantastic Finds next Thursday at our normal time, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then a quick reminder, I'm going to poke this up here real quick. For you channel members, you have your special quarterly members only little live sale. It's a short sale, and I have a few things picked out. There's a few things previewed there that you can get a sneak peek of. But I will have a few more things picked out for that. So that's next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's under your channel member tab if you want to set a reminder for that. Thank you all so very much from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us. We appreciate it so much. And have a wonderful rest of your week. Come say hi on Instagram tomorrow night, and we'll see you here next week. Thank you all so much. Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.